Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you can hear me, can you please type a 1 in chat just to make sure that that we're all on the same page? I would like to say hello to chat. Welcome in, Serbo. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Full support from T-Bone Club. Welcome in. Charles, welcome in. It's good to see you. Wes Robinson, it's always good to see you. Fast Eddie, amazing. I love that little picture. It's a little desert with like little eyeballs. Blood Dragon, hello. Thank you, thank you. Wendy, good to see you. Good to see you all. So, I did have a special guest planned for this evening. I don't know if he'll be able to make it in. He's still out running some errands. If he does, he will be a pop up guest, or he may come in on another day. We'll see. He'll let me know what he's planning. So, anyone is welcome up on panel until such time. I'm dropping the link in chat. I know that Get to Know will probably be up. Wendy, is so good to see you. Pure Blood, good to see you. I'm going to run the intro and then we'll start. Mwah. Welcome back. Denise Graves, it's good to see you. Welcome in. And Susanna. I don't know where Get to Know is at the moment, but hopefully he'll be in soon. I know he was live, so I know he'll be by. Denise, I'm so excited you're here. I'm really, really happy to see you back. It's been so long. It's been like 6 months. Okay, maybe like, am I exaggerating? Has it been like 5 months? Time flies. Time truly, truly flies. Like, I can remember the first day I did a live stream. I was so nervous. Like, I didn't even know what to say. And I still to this day get nervous and not sure how to address certain things or what to say and get kind of tongue tied. Yeah. Like stage fright. It's so much easier like when you're gaming because then you're focused on gaming and then you can like kind of chit chat with chat. But when you're just addressing, your guests directly, it's a little different. It's kind of like, I don't know. I get nervous. Probably every single time. So today's topic is let's get real with the real emotions and trauma. And it's how you go about addressing your emotions when it comes to trauma and how it's affected you personally. Now, I do have a list of questions and I will even answer these for myself. And chat, you're welcome to, answer the questions in chat, or if you have questions, you can feel free to ask me. How does that sound? If everyone agrees, can you type a 1 in chat? If you would like to donate to Tainted Ink Foundation, I dropped the link for Cash App and Venmo in the banner below me. Also, if you would like to pre-purchase your tickets for bingo for tomorrow, I can also just type in the little memo box. This is for bingo. Mama Nez. Oh, mwah. It's good to see you, Mama Nez. I could say Sister Nez. I think that's so cute. I love the way Ryan does that. He calls everyone like brother, sister. It reminds me of the South when I was in the South. I guess Oklahoma, Texas is the South, right? Yeah, I think it's the South. I remember when I sent my daughter to school and they were like, they called her sister. It was like the cutest thing. I loved it. So let's go through chat before I start. So Serbo, I think that's how you say that. I'm not sure how to pronounce the first name. Guami Serbo. Full support from the T-Bone crew. Charles says hi. Wes Robinson says Pinky. Fast Eddie, I love that. It reminds me of like the Arizona desert, like you're watching from the desert. Blood Dragon, hey everybody. Fast Eddie says, what's up? Blood Dragon says, what's up? Pure. I wish I knew how to say that first word. Few pure, pure, pew pew. Hey, Blood. Good evening, Denise. Denise is great. I love her. Susanna says hello to everyone. Hey, Susanna. Hey, Denise. Major shout out. Let's see. Likewise. Mama Nez. Nezzy, when are you going live? And if you have a channel, can you please drop your channel link in chat so everyone can connect? I seem like a seasoned professional. No, 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 no. I am extremely shy. Extremely shy. There's very few times that I'm not shy. Even when I did stage work and yeah, like I was in a lot of like orchestra band and stuff like that. Even then, I was still very stage shy. I'm not big on having my face out there. I hate one of the things I'm like get really embarrassed is when someone makes me big screen. It is not my favorite. And then of course people have to be like, "Hey, I have you on the big screen." I'm like, shh. It's me looking from the desert. Fast Eddie, are you in the desert? You're hyped for tomorrow? Are you going live tomorrow, Nez? Are you? Thank you, Nezzy, for dropping Amber Dragon 82. Is that your link? Here. I can't click on it from here. Amber Dragon, Amber is like fire. Amber is like, isn't amber like a yellowish kind of reddish stone? Oh, it is. It is. It is. Awesome. Thank you, Nezzy. See, Nezzy listened. Nezzy listened. Pure Blood, drop your link, please. Wendy, if you have a channel, drop your link. Fast Eddie, you can drop your link. I wonder what Fast Eddie's channel would be about. I'm very curious. Wes, you can drop yours. Yes, please, please, please do. Ooh. Oh, it's your birthstone. Very nice. Very cool. So, Nez, do you already have it set up for tomorrow? So if I go to your channel, can I click on it and hit notify so then it'll let me know? Yeah, because if you have them pre-set up, then I can just hit notify me and then I'll get the notification. Then I can go over there and make sure I swing in and say hi and throw a like out and share. Yay! Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Let me throw Get to Know's channel out there real quick because he's not in here yet. And we need to throw Ryan's channel out too. Ryan's always been a great supporter. He's awesome. Let's see. Where is get to know? I don't see. Oh, there he is. So let me throw his channel link out. Copy. Here's get to knows channel link, and let me grab Ryan's. I just saw it too. Gosh darn it. I'm working on it, guys. Sorry, I know I'm a little slow. Well, that one didn't work. Do. Where is it? No, that's not it. Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry, the puppy dog was bellowing. And then I dropped Ryan's link too. Because he's not in here yet either, I don't think. I haven't seen anything. Yeah, brother Rai Rai is my sexy man. Aw. He's a sweetie. I just like he's just really interactive with his chat. And it's not something that, but it's a nice, hold on. It's not like everybody is like super interactive. Like they're kind of interactive, but he's just really kind-hearted. You know what I mean, Nez? He has a good heart. He's genuine. That's exactly it. He's like truly genuine, and it's just a great feeling. I admire, like, ever since I ever came across his channel, it's like a little comfy happy spot. Like you can like chill and you don't feel under pressure. Did I see the calm he made? What is that? Are you talking about like the little icon? No, I didn't. I must have missed that. Where do I find it, Nezzy? I'll have to go back and look. Did he show it on his stream? What does it look like? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Blood says, I know what it is. I'm so jealous. I don't think I know. What is that adcom? What is it? I don't know what that is. I'm still new to so much of his channel. Like he's like, here, if you want to redeem these, just type, what is it, the little exclamation point thing? And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm redeeming. I have no idea. Like, you can sit in his chat for hours and just talk and chat and not, because everyone is so super friendly. It's great. It really is. I started watching because there was so much of the game that I didn't know, and I was trying to learn, and I'm like, "How do they fly around so fast?" Like, you all, like, just I guess it's like sprint or whatever. Welcome in, John Coffee. Um, like, sprinting around real fast, and I'm like, "My little tune when I'm playing looks like it's going in slow motion compared to you guys," and I get so jealous. I'm like, "How do they do that?" But I did find my controller. So don't laugh at me. So I'm going to try to play with a controller and see if it's a little easier. Um, but it probably won't be for me because I'm so used to playing with a keyboard. I'll try it. I'll see if it works. Oh, thank you, pure blood. Aw, always. So anytime you guys go on, I really do. I try to make a concerted effort to go by and say hi, say, "Hey, I'm swinging in," to share and like. And I matter of fact, I didn't realize that you all had been sharing my streams, and I was in studio, and I noticed that there was, like, a whole section that I had missed, and it was, like, shares or mentions or something like that, and so I felt like a complete dingbat. I had to go back and say thank you for each one, but then it felt repetitive, so I was trying to, like, "Please understand, I didn't know this was here," and I greatly appreciate it. I didn't even know about that little section inside the, what is it called? Uh, YouTube Studio, like, where you can see when people, like, share your streams and stuff. Tip, what is that? I wait, exclamation point cheeks? Let me write that down. Hold on. Here, yeah, let me write that down. Type in exclamation point. Why do I always wanna type I always want to write an I. Okay, exclamation point, cheeks. Okay, what does that do? Yeah, it's by the analytics section. I didn't know either. I didn't know. I finally found it, like, it was, like, day before yesterday or something. I came across it, and I'm like, "What is this?" And then I saw everybody, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, now I have to go say thank you. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know." But I do greatly appreciate it. I truly do. You all are amazing. Uh-oh, he's bellowing. Look, he's singing. What's the matter? Maybe he's done. He has his little coat on. He said he wants to do YouTube too. Who wants to do YouTube too? I think so too, John. Uh-oh. He's giving me dirty looks. He's not barking, he's bellowing. He's like, "Roar, roar, roar." Yeah. So who wants to do YouTube too? I must have missed that part. I think sharing is too. Plus, it helps show support and love and, like, you're there for them. You're there for that person. Okay. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna drop this link. Paste. Oh, yes, he wants to steal the show. Yeah. Are you trying to steal the show? Ruru, you trying to steal the show? Are you wanting the mic? Do you wanna sing? Are you wanting to sing? Are you wanting to show off your vocal cords? La, 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 la. Yeah. He thinks he's a movie star. It's okay. Okay. Okay, I will type that. I wrote it down. So it's exclamation point, cheeks, like cheeks. Oh, our special guest did decide to come in. Oh, I'm so excited. This is a very, very special person dear to my heart and actually has um, helped me see things from a different perspective and always been supportive. Welcome up, Mr. Israel.
What's going on? What's going on? All praises.
Oh,
You get me up late.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jim wore me out, but it's all right. I got a few minutes. What's going on?
Okay, well, then I will try to keep the questioning to a minimum. So, first of all, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Mindrell Israel. I'm from Oklahoma City, born and raised, country boy. Um, man, good God friend, man. I'm married, happily married, for a long time. You know, um, grew up rough. You know, after best Best life, grew up in the hood, tried my best to stay out of trouble, but I couldn't dodge it. So, but other than that, man, hey, I'm happy to be here. Happy to hey, see another day. I'm healthy, you know. Just I try to stay positive, try to help out people wherever I can. I try to give back when I can, and just be a good role model to the kids and stuff like that. That's about it. And I always hear from anybody that got anything they want to talk about. I always been that dude that people call on and I can give them some inspiration. That's just who I am. It's a little something.
Very nice. And so, today's stream is about getting real with our emotions about trauma. Would you like to share what type of traumas that you've had?
Man, trauma come in a whole bunch of different forms. Yeah, I had trauma, man. I never really didn't know what trauma was until, really just recently, like, um, um, really just like probably about 2 years ago, I really just figured that I had a lot of trauma in my life. As my wife brought it to me, being in the penitentiary, it told me, the counselors in there told me that I was dealing with a lot of trauma, a lot of stuff I was doing to cause me to keep getting in trouble was dealing with, family trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like, far as like growing up in the neighborhood, seeing my big brother kill somebody at like 15. You know what I'm saying? He been gone. Big that was trauma. Didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Um, Gang fights. Gang shootouts at a young age. That was trauma. Moving from state to state. That's seeing your mom mess with different men from here to there. That's all that stuff add up to trauma. Fighting the police. Lucky I didn't get killed. But yeah, so being in and out the pen fight scenes, stabbings, seeing people get shot, almost get shot, getting drunk, you know what I'm saying, driving and wrecking, dying, and they have to bring me back. Um, that's a lot of trauma, you know what I'm saying, and just even dealing with different people, even bringing trauma to somebody can be trauma to you, like messing with a whole bunch of different women, and hurting them and seeing them cry and breaking their heart, you know what I'm saying? And you know, when they come back around to you, you get your heart broken, man. That's all that add up to trauma, man. For real. So yeah, I can say I had a lot of trauma. Yeah.
And so you mentioned the trauma with your mom and with your brother. Now, I am familiar with your brother's situation. We're talking about, did he get out? Didn't he get out?
Nah, they didn't let him out. They said because all the write ups he had in the penitentiary since he was a kid, so they try to make him mentally unstable, like menace to society, not fit for society. So I think he can come up for appeal in like 4 years. I talked to him every
And
day though. So
and
he
that
is better.
for you And that for you, that's your sibling, so that right there is trauma, knowing that he's been away for so very long over an incident that happened when he was very young
Yeah, yeah.
and not
Yeah,
having
even
him
even
around.
yeah, even death in your family, it brings trauma like my little brother ODing on oxycontin, cocaine, what I'm saying, and that's trauma, man. That's for real. That's death is trauma. Like even my little nephew that died through the pandemic, he got murdered on his graduation. You know, the same day he graduated, they murdered him. So stuff like that, yeah, it bring you trauma, man. That's it do. But yeah. My big brother, yeah, man, that was a blow. That was like my buddy. That was my best friend. So, we was living in California. He moved back. He moved back down here, and man, he was 15, and he caught a murder case. They gave him life without parole. So he been gone. He was 45 now. He been gone since he was 15.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so I well, one of my questions was, when did you realize that you had trauma? And you said that was recently. Can you elaborate
yeah.
on that?
This going like counseling when I was in Texas State Penitentiary. The counselors, they had a lot. Just going to the signing up to go get some counseling, and that's one of the things they talk about because you see a lot of stuff in the penitentiary, especially in Texas. So they were just dealing with people trauma, and they was asking a lot of us about trauma. Few people they um they um they agreed with it, but a lot of them didn't really know what it was. And then my wife brought it to me, and she asked me have I ever dealt with trauma, and I really didn't. I really was like, it was kind of a foreign word to me because it really was never thought of as I was growing up. Like, I ain't, I lived a good life. I've been a happy dude, and I don't think I was, what I'm saying? I never thought about it, you know what I'm saying? And until I thought of it, until they really was sort of explaining what trauma was, and I was like, damn, yeah, I've been dealing with trauma all my damn life. You know what I'm saying? And yeah,
And some traumas we don't even realize that we are dealing with, like, I explained in my last trauma stream, part 1, was that, just being disciplined by my grandparent was actually abuse, but in when you're young, you don't realize it. It was like, "That's a little harsh," but then as you get older, you're like, "Dang, that was some trauma,"
yeah,
like traumatizing. So, like a lot of things that we don't realize, women or men, either one, single parents going in and out of relationships that could be traumatizing to the
right,
children because the children get attached to a certain person and then that person comes and goes, or they come into their life, they get attached and that person leaves, and then a new person comes in, and God forbid if a new person comes in and then they abuse the children. So there's a lot of things that we don't realize that are traumatizing or could become trauma later on in life until it's too late.
right.
And so, how did you realize it? What was the trigger that you realized that you were dealing or you weren't dealing with the trauma yet?
You said I wasn't dealing with it. When they was
Yeah.
just basically just asking questions like, "Who like raise your hand if you don't think you never had trauma." So you raise your hand and they'll be like, "Well, had this happened to you?" And this, you like, "Damn, yeah, 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 that happened, yeah, that happened, yeah, that happened." Like, oh, okay, yeah. Now I realize that, yeah, I've been dealing with trauma, because
And
of
that was
cars.
recently when you were in Texas?
Yeah, about last matter of fact, yeah, last year, matter of fact, yeah.
And
Hmm.
did they put you through counseling while you were in there?
Yeah, that's what basically basically you can ask for it yourself, and I just I don't know. It was like I guess the spirit led me to sign up for the class, and I just signed up for it to just get some therapy. So Well, my wife was talking about it on one of the phone calls, so I just said, I mean, and she was just asking how I ever deal with it, and I told her, no, I really don't think I ever I never really just thought about having trauma. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of in our culture. We really don't bring that up. You know, we really don't try to try to. We don't even don't think it's not even something that we think about. Far as my environment, the culture I grew up in, my family, you know, it's something you never really discuss. So
So it kind of gets brushed under the rug and then you just keep trucking through life.
yeah, yeah,
And how do you think that the trauma has affected your personal life? Like you personally, how do you think that it's affected you as a person? Like for instance with me, in relationships, it prevented me from really being able to be 100% with someone.
right,
It was always like 50% or maybe if they were lucky it might be 75%, but most of the time it was probably closer to 50 where I always had a wall up
right,
with other people. So, I mean, and this includes family members. Like, I was always scared to like open up and just be vulnerable.
right.
I've always been kind of closed off. So, how do you think that it's affected you?
Yeah, I can say it had me closed off and was kind of it made me suppress my feelings. You know what I'm saying? To where I wouldn't want to open up when I need to open up. Communication skills was kind of off. Like I ain't have anger issues. You know what I'm saying? I was angry. You know what I'm saying? And really just had me, like you said, trust issues. Like when I look back on it, when I first started dealing with the trauma issue, it made me see that I never would open up. I would never would open up to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And that was, and when I looked at it, I said, okay, that's probably was due from trauma. You know what I'm saying? Scared that, if I tell this person this, something might happen. You know what I'm saying? They might use
Right.
that against me. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I can say it kind of made a fear in that area to express myself. You know, to when I was dealing with hurt or pain, I just sucked it up, man. You know, I ain't seen nobody see me looking weak or nothing. So yeah, I can um I can say that it actually made me like you said, put a wall up. I go into the shell when it was, you know, and it made me, it kind of made me certain things. It made me not be afraid of, like committing crimes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I seen. That was the trauma that I embraced. Was, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
It
you
was
got to
more
be.
of the norm feeling for you versus
Yeah,
where we should feel the like there is going to be a consequence to this. Thank you, Kaylee. Yay, Kaylee. I'm so excited that you're here. Um, like we, how we have like that subconscious that's like, oh, this might not be a good idea. Um, some people embraced that more rough and rugged type of
yeah,
lifestyle. That's how I'll put it, versus, feeling that they would have consequences from their actions. And it's due to trauma. Like you're not scared because of the trauma you've been through, you're not scared to do other things.
right. And it was kind of like a reverse role. You know what I'm saying? Like I should have been scared to rob jewelry stores and have shootouts and not being scared to open up to my girlfriend. You know, but scared to open up to my girlfriend, but over here I'm putting my life on the line. You know what I'm saying? So I was
But opening
actually,
up to your but opening up to your girlfriend would make you vulnerable emotionally. It would make you
yeah,
vulnerable to your
but
wife.
right, but that would have helped for me, should me holding that in and going to do something violent. You know what I'm saying? Or doing something
Right.
to break the law. You know what I'm saying? I could have just said so. I'm going to drink. I'm going to get high. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
know that could have helped talking about it. You know, so just and I realized that at the age that I am now, like hey, it really do help when you when you talk to somebody that and don't be scared. Like you said, the trauma have you like, should I say this? They gonna judge me. I don't want nobody to be judging me or trying to hold that against me. You know what I'm saying? Later on in the third, use that against me later on in the third. But yeah, now I just I just going through that counseling and and just diving into trauma because trauma really is really on the rise. People is bringing awareness up more. So yeah, and, a lot, man, just coming out of that pandemic, man, that's trauma on people. Coming what we
It
just
is.
went through with the COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And a lot of people don't know that they still dealing with that right now.
From being locked up in the home. Yeah.
Hmm.
Because we're so used to having our freedom of doing whatever. And then all of a sudden you can't do whatever anymore.
Shut
The
down.
actual rise in domestic violence during the vid,
Yeah.
like quadrupled because people that
Right.
were not used to being on top of each other constantly, and if they already bickered a little bit, just compounded the issue.
Right.
So, yeah,
Oklahoma's number one in domestic violence.
they have some uh they have some new rules that just changed, some good laws that just changed recently.
Yeah.
So, that's for another stream though after I get back. Oh, goodness. So, how have you learned to manage it through going through counseling therapy?
Like I said, well, I congregate with my Israelite brothers. That's some good therapy, and I know they're not gonna judge me because they've been through the same thing, basically. And just man, really just putting it out on the table. Like I tell my wife, I can talk. She kind of my safety net, so I can tell her anything. You know what I'm saying? That at first I wouldn't, but now she understands. And she listened with open ears, so I can tell her. You know what I'm saying? I can talk to her about anything. And realizing when I'm in a situation, I can recognize it now. Oh no, this is. Oh, I seen this before. This action, this feeling I'm getting. Now I know where I can point the blame to. Oh, this is trauma. And the
Mhm.
worst thing you can do is when you're going through that is put trauma on top of trauma. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to build it. But once you know that you've been through trauma and you know that's what it is, now you know where you can point that thing out. You got somewhere. Oh no, I know this feeling. I know this how I'm getting this reaction that I'm about to have is from trauma. Then you can calm down. You can be like, nah, this ain't what it is. So yeah,
Yes,
learn how to.
I can 100% agree with that because there was a time period where Inky didn't wanna drive. Inky really didn't
Yeah,
wanna drive anywhere. And, "What do you mean you're gonna miss me, Kaylee? I'm not gonna be gone forever, just a few days." Um, but I love you, thank you. Kaylee was one of the first people that I've really got to open up to since I left Oklahoma.
yeah,
And, it was it was really nice to be able to emotionally let down and explain to someone else what I was going through and what I
right,
had been through. And a lot of people didn't understand to the extreme that it was. But when I get back from my trip, I'm going to have a lot of documentation with me that will be able to explain a lot to those that don't understand. Um, so how do you feel about? Oh wait, I had a question. I had to turn it back to page 8 on the back side. How does it affect your personal relationships? And you said that you were blocked off with your wife. And you and your wife both are I've known you for quite a while and very inspirational. In my previous stream, I mentioned that, we all have this type of mask that we wear every day. And then every
mhm,
once in a while, we'll take that mask off and really expose ourselves from the inside. And, either people can accept us for whom we really are, or they're going to run the other direction. And one of the reasons we
right,
keep that mask on is because we're afraid of that person leaving or running, of scaring them away from us showing them who we really are from deep down inside. And I can attest to that by, me always keeping a hand on the doorknob in a relationship because does he have a channel? I don't think he has a channel yet, but maybe we can get him on regularly or get him a channel because he's really, really good, Kaylee. Um, I've always known him to be a very inspirational person and
Okay.
help me come out of a shell. She's talking about you having a channel.
Thank you, Kaylee.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we can work. I can just be on her.
Yeah, you can anytime. We had a great
Yeah.
conversation earlier and he's like, "You should have recorded that." And I was like, "I know, I know." I got like 3 streams coming up just of things that we talked about earlier. Um, and what I was saying was like, we're scared to take that mask off because we're in fear that people aren't going to accept us for who we are and for the traumas that we
Mhm.
have and how we're learning to deal with them on a daily basis. Um, and we're all still learning. If you're not
Yeah.
learning something every day, then you're in
And,
denial.
and and sometimes you really when you're dealing with somebody with when you're dealing with somebody, you might want to ask them how they deal with trauma. Then you know how to approach it. You know what I'm saying? Now you can now you can actually take that mask off because you asked that person that they personal trauma. So now because sometimes we don't want to connect with people because we don't think we on the same. Oh, this person ain't been through the same thing I've been through, so I ain't gonna take that mask off. I'm gonna keep that on. Sometimes you just gotta open up because you don't ever know what nobody what just because this person ain't been through the same thing you've been through, they could have been through something similar to what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta open up. You know,
And that's
that's the
part of
that's
that being equally yoked, correct?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Any race, any relationship gonna take time. It's gonna take time. You gotta be willing to put in time.
It's
Boundaries,
putting in the time.
boundaries, yeah, boundaries, and you gotta set boundaries, and yeah, you gotta stick to your boundaries. This is what it is. This is what it ain't. Because some things can be, you know, worked out. Some things can't be worked out. But when you're dealing with a marriage or a relationship or anything, you got to set boundaries and hold people accountability, hold people accountable for their actions and stuff like that. That's the main thing. And then you got to take accountability for your actions. You know what I'm saying? You got accountability for whatever you do because it's 9 times out of 10 people don't want to take. They don't want to take. They don't want to be accountable for their bullshit. So especially
Right?
when you call them out on it, yeah. And that do with trauma too. The people lie because they been hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. The truth hurt. But when you bring out their truth, and they in that area where somebody held their truth against them, used it against them, and now that they in love with you, and you bringing that out, and you calling them out on their truth, they're going to a shell. You know what I'm saying? Because they had some trauma in that area. So sometimes, sometimes when you bring people truth out, man, and that's when you can actually when you're going through therapy with the trauma, you can actually see trauma in other people because why would you be scared that I'm only what I'm saying? So you trying to hide behind your truth? And I'm just bringing out the truth. Like I'm not gonna use that against you. You say you love me, I love you. You should look at me like I'm trying to hurt you, but that person already been hurt by somebody they said they love them by telling them the truth. So they looking at that whole scene came back around. They still looking at like, oh man, here we go again.
Right.
Yeah, so man, trauma is a beast. For
It is a
real.
beast.
Trauma is a beast.
And
Hmm.
Kaylee, when I'm done, you're welcome to come up if you like. Um, so one of my questions was, how do you see the community and programs and law enforcement and how they deal with trauma? You mentioned that you were getting help while you were down south. So do you see that the community services they have for that are a good
Man,
a good placement or
it's really not even spoke about that much, you know. It really ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because as a black man, shit, when the police get behind you, boom, there you go. You could have license, you could be straight, you getting scared. So a police officer, as a black man, what we see, it can cause you to have trauma. Just seeing a police officer behind you. So you
I
know,
know the feeling.
and I really believe police officers really need to speak on their own trauma. It's hard being a police officer, especially on the beat. If you on the beat, yeah, man, that's something they need to bring up, you know. But it's only if you don't speak up on your own, then you won't get no help. There's no, you can't turn on the TV and see no prescription for trauma. You know what I'm saying? You see
Right.
prescription for every damn thing else, for cancer. Um, all kind of other stuff, but they won't, you can't see no commercials for trauma, you know, and it's serious, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff stem from trauma, you know what I'm saying? For
Oh, yeah.
real. A lot of stuff
Oh,
stems
yeah.
from trauma, stress, all that other stuff, violence, you know what I'm saying? And it's not talked about, really. You know what I'm saying? You don't see no commercials on there. You'll have breast
You
cancer
really don't.
month October, you know what I'm saying? You'll have sickle cell September, but you know, you never see that. You never see nothing for trauma. It's kind of man. It's probably like a platform like this need to be spoken on more. You know,
Well, you
more
kind
so.
of when we met right in the thick of what I was going through.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
from
most
the
definitely.
day that you met me, you were very upfront and honest with me, and you're like, "Hey, this is me, da 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 da." Da." And I was like, "Well, hey, this is me, da 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 da." Da," You know?
Yeah,
And I mean, we kind of we met and, got along that way where, I was able to share what happened with me and, my children's situation and you with yours. But something that we never really did discuss as friends was um your end of the trauma. Because I
yeah.
always looked at you as a very upbeat person,
That's
very outgoing, very,
that was me.
very fun.
That was me hiding it. That was me
Yep,
hiding it. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know. 5 years ago, I didn't know I was dealing with trauma. I was still hiding it then. I was hiding it. You know, I was,
exactly.
yeah, I was, my exterior, I was laughing, giggling, smiling, partying. The interior was toe up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. What would you suggest to others that would help them, come to terms with traumas in their past and how to deal with them as of today?
And find somebody that you trust and you can speak out on it, you know, and tell somebody, hey, I just need you to listen to me. I just need you to listen to me. First, you got to recognize it, you know, and if you recognize your trauma, really go speak to somebody you can trust. I don't care if it's a therapist, a best friend, um, preacher, somebody that you think you can trust, that you feel comfortable with. Because sometimes you can talk to a stranger than a person that's close to you. Because when you're dealing with that, a person that's close to you, they can become your enemy. You know what I'm saying? With all your
Right.
laundry, with all your dirty laundry. You know what I'm saying? All your hurt. So somebody you can trust, just go talk, man. Talk. Find somebody you can really
Exactly.
talk about, and that's really willing to listen. You know what I'm saying? Not just talk. You need somebody to listen without giving no opinion. You know what I'm saying? No feedback. Just to listen to you and say, yeah, I understand. You know, and you know that's what I say. That's the best way to get it off of you because that's basically what it is. It's you have to talk. It ain't. It's no pill for it. You know what I'm saying? You can say it is, but it's the best thing to do is get it off your chest, man. If you whenever and that's period. That's anything you going through. You got to be able to talk about it. It don't matter if somebody shame you. Fuck them. They ain't paying your bills. They ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm only
Exactly.
using your ass to get this. get this situation off of me. So, and that's for free. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't worry about nobody talking bad about you, because that's the number one thing about trauma is worry, stress. So the best thing to do is just let it off, man. Whenever you feeling, that anxiety or whatever coming over you, and you're having a trauma attack. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call a trauma attack. Just go talk to somebody. It don't matter. It don't matter what they, how you think they gonna feel. Let that shit out. Just tell them on. Just need. And I promise you, it all for me, it always changed my attitude. Even going working out, going to the gym, walking, and all that stuff, it worked too. But the best thing to do is to get that thought out. Call it venting or whatever. Yeah, just go, you know, talk. You know what I'm saying, to somebody. And 9 times out of 10, you'd be surprised. The person that you open up to, he fucking around and start crying with you. they messing around and feel you too.
Oh,
You froze?
my frozen.
Yeah, you in the matrix. Yeah, you in the matrix.
Just one second. One second.
Yeah, you still in the matrix.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you in the matrix.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to abandon you up here. I was like, you're frozen.
Yeah, you was in the matrix.
I could hear you. I could hear you still, but nobody could hear me. And I was like, wait, hold on, I'm stuck. But the ladies in the chat would tell you every once in a while my net it'll drop off. But I could
Oh
hear
yeah,
everything you were saying.
yeah. I
Arkansas,
could
it's
hear
good to
you.
Oh, you
I could
could?
hear you. Yeah, but you just was in the matrix. You was stuck.
Yeah. Sometimes it does that. I switched to using Wi-Fi off of my phone instead of the landline, the
Yeah,
wired internet, because every once in a while it'll drop off for like 3 minutes, and next thing you know, the girls will be like, "Well, she'll be back in a while," because then I'll have to log back in. But
right,
yeah, it's crazy too because sometimes we don't even realize that we have these traumas until someone points them out. And between you and some of my family members, like my aunt, a lot of times when I would get on that train about, what I had been through, she'd be like, "Here you go, Rhea, you're on that train again." And I'd be like, "Oh, oh yeah." Or every time I would see law enforcement, I mean, it would be so up under my skin. It would just be insanity. Like I couldn't stand to be even in my own skin just because
right.
of how I was treated
Hmm.
and felt that they had put my situation in such disregard when all I was trying to do was protect my child.
Right.
And it's an unnerving feeling when the people that you should be able to go to for help and protection, they're looking at you like, we don't see anything wrong with this, and you're like scratching your head. And one of the greatest blessings for me was to finally get the help I needed in your neck of the woods. And to this day,
Right.
they still help. The help with the attorney general and whatnot. So the one thing that I didn't work on was the therapy part, the seeing with my eyes from my view how I was projecting onto other people, like yourself and family, my children, and how disassociated I became emotionally. Yet I would be able to show love, but I wasn't able to receive love, if that makes
Right.
sense. Like, I
Yeah,
was
I know
able
what you're
to see
saying.
someone else's love towards me, yet I could show the affection, but I
Right.
couldn't feel the affection.
Yeah,
So
that's one of the hard things, It's like I'm good at uplifting somebody else when they going through something, but I can't even uplift my damn self. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be like that. Like, how can I give these people some good words, but I can't look myself in the mirror and give me some good words? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to do that. You got to give yourself some self love. You got to look the same way you would go to somebody when they down and you talk to them and give them some encouragement. You got to go to that man in the mirror, that woman in the mirror. You got to look and say and tell yourself what's going on with myself. Okay, this is what I'm feeling. This is what you need to do. You got to look yourself in the eye and tell yourself this is what I need to do. The same way I can uplift that other person, I can uplift my damn self the same way. And a lot of times we don't do that, because we're looking. Because sometimes everybody ain't gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you ain't gonna be around.
right.
Or you can't get in touch with nobody. And sometimes people can make it worse. You calling them and ask them, and they really not listening to you because they, like you said, they looking at it like, oh, gee, I really don't think it's that bad. There ain't no wrong with your ass. You on some sensitive shit. You just acting. It'll pass by, and that ain't what you need to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So sometimes you got to go to that mirror and look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself what's going on. Okay, this is what's going on. This is what we're gonna do, and you
And
gotta,
it's kind of hard when you have had longtime friends and
yeah,
those longtime friends don't understand or can't really help you address some of these issues. And they kind of just be like, come on, bro, we'll just go out and have a beer or whatever.
right, because they
We'll go out.
always see you. They always see you as a superhero. That's what
Right.
it be. You know what I'm saying? Ray going through something. You ain't never going through something. You always happy. You know what I'm saying? So they really don't. Oh, I know what she needs. She needs to go out and have a beer. That ain't what it is. So they really ain't never. Somebody never seen you going through that stage. They don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's really like, damn. They just doing. They sometimes they try to do the best thing they know how to do because they really don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hmm.
Exactly. And no one that knew me from any type of, business platform, whatever, would have never known what I was going through because I never shared really, except for, I think there was, I gave you like the slow and skinny when I first met you. And then there was one issue when my first passed away. So outside of that, I really didn't bring
You go
my
back into the
drama,
matrix.
my mental trauma to the table.
Yeah.
They just passed off. Like it is what it is. They all are like, oh, she's so happy. She's got her shit together. But in my brain, my shit wasn't together. My heart wasn't together. I can play a good
You in the
role,
matrix.
but
You in the matrix.
I'm in the matrix again.
Hmm. We can hear you, but you still got the matrix in there a little bit.
Am I
You-
frozen here? Um, so it'll come back. It might be on. I'm afraid to switch now because I'll get kicked off. But I am like I'm afraid here. Let me shut down some of these windows. I have a bunch of windows open because I was sharing streams,
yeah, we
other
can hear you,
streams.
but yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you, but you just ain't moving.
Oh my, I'm not moving.
Yeah.
So um oh yeah, I'm stuck. I see it. I see it. Here, look. I just I'll cam down for a minute, let it reset on its own. So yeah, I can see it. It's choppy. So at any rate, yeah. So I went through that whole stage myself, and it took a while for me to realize wow, I really need to deal with these things that are emotionally weighing me down because I'm not going to be any use to anybody emotionally and relationship wise until I've done my due diligence for myself.
Right.
You get me? Yeah.
No, 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 no. That's right. Shit. Yeah, and that's good. That's, and some people don't understand that they bring that back, like you said, they bring their luggage to another relationship, and they really haven't done. They really haven't dealt with themselves. You got to deal with yourself in order to deal with somebody else for real. Because this person can be all jolly, good, good, and they good, and you over here party pooper, and it's gonna clash. Because any given day, it's like, especially when you haven't dealt with yourself, any given day you can spaz out.
Right.
When you haven't got that stuff under control, and the person will be like, "Damn, fuck wrong with you? You just bad. We was just happy like yesterday," and they don't really
Yeah. Then
know.
they start thinking you're bipolar.
Hmm.
Wow. So, is there anything else that you would like to add?
Nah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, it was good. This is good therapy right here. You know, you know what I'm saying?
This is so Kaylee in chat. You're welcome to come up if you like. I would like to say a couple of things because I have a couple of chat members that have stopped in. Ryan, it's good to see you. Thank you for liking and sharing. He's a great guy. Can you guys please make sure you put Ryan's link in chat? Fast Eddie's back. I did see Arkansas. See, I believe I saw Arkansas pop in for a moment. It's all you, boo. Talk to us. I love her. She's from Arkansas. Love her accent. Kaylee
Arkansas.
too. Arkansas. Yeah. She's adorable.
Okay.
Um Wendy
Yeah.
said, thank you. Thank you, but so much stuff has happened in my life. I've come to the conclusion that I must deserve it all somehow. The beatings as a kid, the abuse as a kid, and the beatings and abuse from partners, etc. No one deserves that.
Nah.
No one deserves that. And when we're kids and we deal with it and we deal with that crazy strictness as a child, sometimes we'll land ourselves back in a position as an adult with a significant other that do that. But
Right.
because we know is it a comfort zone, we're familiar with it. We don't like it, but we're familiar with it.
Right.
You'll tend to gravitate to that type of relationship.
And yeah, don't let that be your and don't let that control you. I hate that happened. Yeah, but don't let that control you. And don't let that. You can overcome that. I know it's hard. The abuse is hard. And don't ever think nobody deserves to be abused. Nobody. Yeah. So first of all, you got to get that notion out of your head that you deserve to be abused, because then you'll be looking for that. You'll start thinking if a person you start thinking that you deserve to be abused. Then if no the person you even dealing with, if they ain't not abusing, you'll think you don't love them. That's not love. So first
Right.
of all, throw that notion that you deserve it out of your head. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? I hate that it happened to you, but get with some good people, some like-minded people that understand what you're going through, and stick with them, man. That's what you got to do. You got to surround yourself with some like-minded people, you know.
So
And
I don't know if I got to tell you in our conversation earlier was that I started a nonprofit. So I believe I told you, when I had to pack up and leave,
hmm
I they don't have battered women shelters for people that have animals. And so my main goal is to set up shelters that will allow you to have your pet. So like when I went to the first time I had to go to the battered woman shelter, my dogs were
hmm
shot. And
Okay.
so I feel I blamed myself for it because I was like,
Hmm.
if I could have just taken my animal, that wouldn't have happened.
Right.
And you know, it's sad, but
Definitely.
that was the whole point of me starting Tainted Ink was to help build homes for, you know, when you're in a situation like that, you can take your animal with you.
Right.
So
Because
that
animals are good.
another life
Animals
doesn't
are
have
good.
to end.
Yeah, animals are good on stress reliever, a good companion.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you can talk to your dog, but they ain't gonna talk back. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You can let out
And
a
they
whole lot
feel
of
you.
stuff.
They
Yeah, yeah.
they know what I'm sure you
Hmm.
remember my little poopy dog. He has been like my solid, my rock through all of this, and
Yeah,
he's been my emotional support animal. I think I've caused him trauma from my trauma, and so now I'm his therapy human.
yeah, yeah. A dog know how to handle it better than us.
Yeah, he's gonna end up on therapy medication. Hanru. He said, yeah, he's like, can I he goes, I need to retire.
You know that feeling.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, you know, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And anytime, just let me know, and we have another good discussion. I gotta get into my
Most
wife.
definitely.
I know she missing me.
Oh, I know. And you know
I've been
what?
gone
His
for
his
hours.
and you have an amazing wife. You both have been, that she always had that uplifting type of, you know, uh information. Like I guess it's like Instagram or whatever. Like that you both have were always very like what do they call inspirational speakers.
Yeah,
And so I think that's very good that she is open and you guys are able to communicate on a level
yeah,
that you understand each other's traumas and this and that and be
yeah,
able
yeah.
to
Cause she
bond.
been she been through a lot of trauma. When and yeah, we that was one of the things that we discussed when we was like courting each other before we got married. She went through a lot. We still talk about some trauma. Sometimes. Just to we ain't even addressing this trauma. We just talk about the past things. Like what I'm saying. Like when we probably get in a little argument, she might tell me, "Well, I don't like doing this because this happened to me in the past." And I might say that too. Well, the reason I'm acting like this because something happened in the past. And
Right.
it's just it become honest. We get a good understanding like that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
Usually
awesome.
I'll hold it in. I won't say, "Oh, I'm all right." I shut down. I won't talk. You know what I'm saying? And that's bad. That's the worst thing you can do is shut down. It's the worst thing you can do is shut down. You have to express yourself. You cannot hold that in because you can hold it in on November the 2nd and February the 3rd, you blowing up on somebody. Just because that one day, just because 4 months ago you held that one accident down, you know what I'm saying? And then it become routine. You shut down, shut down, shut down. And then when you come out, you think, okay, well, I'm over it now. I'm having fun. This is happening. Some little accident happened, and you just blow up. And then they like, damn, this person violent. Damn, you violent. Damn, you got a potty mouth. Damn, you talking shit. What's wrong with her? They think you crazy because you never said nothing when you was going through something to somebody. Like, all right, now I'm just going through something right now. You gotta tell somebody now I'm going through something. This happened. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't trying to put this on you, but this happened to me. Blase, blase. And that's why I've been feeling bad. And it really helps. It really helps to express yourself, and when something dramatic happened to you, so you gotta get it off of you because you'll blow up for real. And sometimes things just pile on, pile on, pile on, pile on. One day is this, the next day is that, then another day is this, and it can happen. It can come in trimesters, and you just being quiet, you being quiet, you being quiet, and then when you finally think, when the rain stops and everything is sunny, you having a good day, and somebody step on your shoes, you didn't kick their ass, and you
Exactly.
like, damn. the hell happened? They just stepped on your shoes. But if you would have handled that back 2 or 3 months
6 months ago.
ago, somebody step on your shoes, you'd be like, oh, it's all right, man. It ain't nothing but some shoes, you know. Because but if you suppress it, when that person step on your shoes, you like, man, fuck it. I'm tired of people run getting over on me, man. I'm tired of people trying to just bully me. Then you're gonna blow up. So the best thing to
Exactly.
do is get it out. So when something do happen, you know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to recognize that you stressing. You got to recognize that you just having, you just going through something at the moment. We all go through something. It don't mean it's the end of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And we do. We need to be able to regularly vent and get things off our chest so we don't snap off one day. So Outback Wendy says, you won't like what I'm about to say, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be another statistic soon. Totally over waking up. I've been YouTube binging the last month or so, and that will only last for so long, too.
Oh
Wendy, if
man,
you ever need someone to talk to, my email is in my about section. Please contact me or one of our, friendly
yes, yeah,
hosts.
yes. Hey, if she you get in contact with her, she'll give you my link, my email, and man, I'm willing to talk, man.
Exactly.
Nah,
There's always someone that you
yeah,
can
Wendy,
help be
Wendy,
accountable.
I don't know what you're watching on YouTube, but you need to change your algorithm on YouTube. You need to change it and start looking at something positive because that shit right there, watching the wrong stuff on YouTube, it could play into your mind.
It can. And be careful what you watch on YouTube. We were just discussing this because the algorithm will pick it up, and you
Hmm.
have to change what you're watching so you don't watch a lot of that negative stuff.
Right.
Georgia girl is back in the hospital. I am so sorry to hear that, Kaylee, and she is in my prayers. I am so
All
sorry.
praises, man. All prayers. Stay positive. That's it. Stay positive. Yeah, for real,
And
man.
if
You gotta change the algorithm, man. Cause you watch if I watch somebody getting their head chopped off, everything I scroll down is gonna be about somebody getting their head chopped off.
yeah, exactly. I had to do that just in this YouTube space. I got kind of caught up with a little bit of the drama channels. And so
Mhm.
I had to completely revamp what I was watching and get into a totally different headspace and space on YouTube. So I wasn't seeing that all the time because it'll suck you in. And we as
Yeah,
human beings feed off negativity, and we shouldn't. We should
yeah.
feed off
You'll be
positivity.
you'll be on automatic mode. You're just like, oh, another drama. You'll say, I ain't finna watch this drama. You'll scroll up. And here they shooting another drama, somebody else doing some drama. You keep scrolling like, damn, I keep on seeing this drama videos, and you got to change that algorithm, like you said. You have to change it. You have to
You
because
have to.
you bringing that, you that's what you drawing that negativity to you. If you stuff is like a we like magnets to this world. Whatever we put in us, we gonna put out, and it's just gonna keep cycling. The same shit gonna keep cycling. You
And
know,
that same goes for your relationships. What you put out is what you're going to get back.
that's it.
So, well, I know you have to get back to family, and I so appreciate you coming up here and sharing with me. And you're welcome anytime you want. I will send you a link if you
Okay,
want, and then you can just keep in touch with me. And whenever you want to come up, you're welcome to come up anytime.
all right.
You always have something beautiful to say, so it's really nice. And I do
I
want to,
try to.
I before you go, I wanted to say I am still so very proud of you and the achievements that
Thank you.
you have made over the last
Thank you.
5 years. It's
Yeah, thank you.
it's refreshing to see how far you've come.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You too. Same with you.
Thank you
Peace.
so much. Peace. Oh my goodness. Oof. I was all big for a minute. Like attracts like. Exactly. He's a great person. Let me catch up with chat. So Georgia girl, oh, I'm so sorry. I just saw you in chat. I hope you feel better. I truly do. I am so sorry that you're back in the hospital. Wendy, if you need someone to talk to, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. Me, Kaylee, any of us. We're always here to listen. Opa, it's good to see you. Mwah. Kaylee, you're welcome to come up if you like. Get to know if he's in the chat. Mm, I don't know if I saw him yet. He's welcome to come up. Ryan, it's good to see you. That was fun. I went back and watched your credits earlier, or what are they called? Your little clips, the one that you just posted. And then I believe I shared it too. He's so sweet. If you guys that have not went over there and connected, please do. And again, ladies and gents, if you have a channel, please put it in chat so others can connect to you and get to know you and come by and visit. And when you're on, they can come by and hit a like button and say hi. Yes, mad love, respect. He's an amazing human being. Helped me open my eyes to a lot of things and listen to a lot of my when I really just got into start when everything I was going through was very, very fresh. I mean, within months of everything I was going through. And so he got a lot of the weight that I was carrying. And like I said, it was hard because what we put out is what we get back. And I distinctly remember him saying one day, don't bring that negativity. And I was like, oh, I didn't know how to deal with what was going on in my own personal heart, in my heart. I didn't know how to deal with anything at all. I don't even think I could have dealt with another human being back then. I don't even know how I did. I don't know how I even got past it. I honestly don't. I think I just kind of floated through until, the last few years. Not even few years. I would say over the last year is where I really started coming out of my shell and learning what I needed to deal with. And that was part of my purging process, which I've spoke about before, where, at the time when I was purging, I wasn't able to reach him. So I wasn't able to tell him certain things. Let's welcome up the lovely Kaylee. Hopefully I'm not frozen again. Miss Moo.
No, you're not frozen.
Awesome. Good to see you.
Good to see you, ma'am. I'm just kidding. That was gross.
Swampy. I messaged you on Messenger a while ago, so I don't know if you saw it or not.
No, I was plotting with Georgia girl to tell how we're gonna break her out of the hospital.
Oh, I hate hospital jail. I do. That's what I call it, hospital jail. I've left AMA many times against doctor's orders, So
yeah,
I try to make an escape, it's spelled a lot like escape.
Think that's what she's ready to do.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you're a smoker. Oh, that's the worst. When you're a smoker and you're in the hospital, oh, it's miserable. They put a patch on you and they're like, oh, you'll be fine. And you're like, you don't get it. You're not getting it. I have a hand-mouth addiction, okay? The patch isn't working.
Vape.
I do. I sneak one in.
I know. I seen you.
Oh, that's right.
I was like, why are you in the dark?
Why are you in the dark? Because I'm vaping under the sheets.
You got it. You got it, Bev.
Oh, gosh. Kaylee just told my secrets.
Oh,
so,
I did.
What do you think of Mr. Israel? He's a great guy. He really is. He's been through a lot. He has.
Yeah, I was confused. I thought it was one of your gaming friends, and then when I realized somebody you know from real life, I was like, gasp.
Yeah.
That's not B.
That's not B. No. Very good guy though.
Yeah.
I think I've told you before, I've always looked at him as I said, what did I used to say? He was like my little mental personal bodyguard. Like, I always felt safe.
Like get to
around
know
him. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like I felt safe when I was in his care. I'll just put it that way. When I was in his care, I felt safe. He's the only person for a very, very long time that I ever just felt safe with. and I was able to actually open up and, kind of let a little bit of me out, and that was nice. And he would say things to me and it would just take me like into left field, and I knew I had to do a lot of work on myself. So, yeah.
Are you
Anyways,
friends with his wife too?
um no, not personally.
But y'all have a, common.
I knew him before he was married.
I'm
So,
saying it's like there's no.
there's no animosity. I'm
Yeah.
so
Well,
happy
that's
that
really
he is
cool.
with I'm so happy that he is found someone that he can be one with. Like,
Right.
that
And doesn't
helps
get
him.
jealous and because,
That well,
you're.
they're like they're like peas and carrots, they're both fire signs, and they're just like, like when you have that person that's just made for you and they understand you and you can be you.
Yeah,
It's a
but
it's a
you're
it's
a
a
hot chick,
blessing.
so it could cause,
No. No,
turmoil.
no, no.
If it
No,
was
no.
an insecure female, so good that he did
No.
not marry one.
And
That's
I'm
good.
sure that he would edify her enough to know. So,
What does that word mean?
edify would be like to edify her to, um,
Like correct her?
make sure she knows she's number 1. That's what I
Oh, that's
mean.
so much better than what I was thinking.
Yeah, make sure she knows she's number 1 because she is. She means a lot to him and he means a lot to her. And it's good to see him happy. As a matter of fact, I think I told him that when he got married, was like, "I am so happy to see that you're happy." Like, when you love someone, whether you're your friend, your significant other, or whatever, it actually warms your heart to know that that other person is happy, like
Right.
truly happy. And you know, sometimes, like, say you have a best friend and you're like, "Well, I want to move to Australia," and I'd be like, "But I'll miss you." But I would be happy that you're happy. Does that make sense?
Ugh,
I would have to
sure,
be
I
happy that
guess.
you were. I would have to be happy that you would be happy.
I would
Yeah.
say that, but like I would really low key be like, you be how dare well, I mean it wouldn't make much of a difference because
Yeah.
you wouldn't
I
know
don't
that
know.
they're on the other side of the world now with the way that we all live stream together. So I guess it would just I would say that because it would be the appropriate thing to say, but I would give you an earful behind the scenes.
I don't know. I maybe it's just
You
because I
left
kind of
me
look at
for Aussie?
you witch.
You
You
better
witch.
bring me back some root balls.
Did you just say rue balls?
Yes,
Like
Sea Org has got me on
kangaroo?
this kick. Yes, just like a rabbit's foot for good luck, except it's rue balls. I want it.
I was thinking you were saying rhubarb, but then I heard balls.
Kangaball.
Yes, to talk her up, to let her know that she's number 1. Exactly.
They
Mad
have
love and respect.
huge kahunas.
They do?
I mean, huge. It's
Is
crazy.
this something I'm gonna have to Google, Kaylee?
Oh man, you probably should. Listen,
Originally I was
Sea
gonna
Org
say,
made me do it.
originally when I introduced him, I was gonna say, "Okay, ladies, put your bibs on. No Jew is taken." Yeah. I wasn't surprised when
No.
Arkansas showed up. I'm surprised that Watcher didn't show up.
Oh my God, Eddie. One time, and you're never gonna let it go.
She wants to sniff them. Ooh, sweaty rue balls. Ugh.
No, they're like keychains. They're like whatever they do to make it not
N
weird.
are you joking? Do they really have
I'm
them on
not.
keychains?
They do.
I have to Google this then. That could be dangerous for me.
Quitting the Pookie for the Rue balls. Yes, it's a hard knock life.
It's a hard knock life for us.
I just got to make sure I'm not getting none of that knockoff shit from China. I want some real Rue kahunas.
I'm gonna have to Google now. Thanks a lot. If I freeze up, it's your fault. Okay, hold on.
Oh man, you should have seen
Rue.
where was Org at last night when he was posting the links? Bells.
Genuine Aussie gift souvenirs.
Yes. It's like a rabbit's foot, like it's good on a keychain. I mean, I don't know that. I guess some
Hey,
people
they
think that's
ship
weird.
worldwide for $100.
Jeez, Lila. Org. You
I
know,
want one of those little, what did he call it? Chikawagaba. Wait, Kookaburra,
kookaburra.
the little animal,
The wombat?
Kookaburra.
Wombat?
Not no, not
Cucamonga?
the no, not the wombat. It's like a kookaburra. Oh,
Kooka.
where
Oh,
is Org?
uh,
You know who else knows what it is? Where is she? Wendy.
uh,
Wendy would know what I was talking about.
isn't it Queen
Kookaburra.
in Australia too?
Queen. Yeah, I think she is. I think she is. I think it's called a kookaburra. Uh, Well, do you know what Rocky Mountain oysters are?
Kookaburra. What?
Kookaburra. Oh, that's a
What
bird.
is
I'm
that? Is that
talking
like a
about the little.
koala bear? It's a bird?
That one's a bird. It's a
UK. Darn.
it's not the bird one. It's yeah, capybara. That's it, Fast Eddie.
Really, Eddie? Are you freaking like going to Australia and you're
It's
freaking.
it's really cute.
He's got
Hold
weird,
on.
interesting knowledge about kangaroos too. What the heck? Let me
Capybara.
find out, Eddie. You're running away?
Oh, wait, I gotta show you one. Oh my gosh. I
Is
want
it
one
a,
of these
like a
so bad.
fuzzy little, like, is it what kind of
Oh
creature?
my gosh. I don't know, but
They
he
have
looks
them
like
in
a
New
mix.
Orleans. What the hell are you talking about? So, like a flying squirrel?
Look how cute.
Stop.
Look at that little face. Oh my god.
That is just about the ugliest thing I've ever seen. That's a friggin' beaver.
Look at his
It's,
little teeth.
oh
He's
my
like,
god.
ah, and a stretching and a yawning. It looks like
So
a
let
giant.
me. But what are them things called that you can you tag them? Nutra. You probably like those too, huh? Ugh. Swamp. They're literally swamp rats.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Cute. And I guess if you're into that kind of thing,
I am like,
you like little
look at this one.
beavers.
Look at these little monkeys on his back. That means they got to be pretty big.
And they're mean as freaking. They're mean as heck.
What is that
Dude,
one
it's
that
like
looks
a.
like an anteater and a zebra mixed together? There's another animal that looks like an anteater zebra mixed. Those are pretty cool looking
Kaylee,
too.
it's right. It's in LA. Oh god, those things are ugly as sin. I think the monkeys were cute, but I don't like beavers. I don't know. Maybe because they're mean. I don't know. I don't want to get beat by a tail.
Here, Kaylee, read your message I just sent you,
Oh, shoot.
and don't
Shit
pass out.
talkie. Oh god. Oh la la. Well, that's all. I wish I would have read that before.
Oh, so yeah. Ouch, ouch. Sorry, I was sitting. Oh wait, look at this one. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you this one.
She's looking at more pictures of whatever they're called.
Look at
Carabunga.
where'd it go? Oh wait. You just share this tab instead. Look at that little face. Oh,
A monkey is cute until it tries to chew your face off. Okay, well, that's not so cute. I don't know. I like
do
kangaroos
monkeys
because they're always like punching something. It's like my spirit
do,
animal.
do monkeys bite? I didn't know monkeys bit.
Apparently, and they throw poop and steal keys.
Oh my
Sounds like
gosh.
my kind of party.
Here, don't get hit. I threw it at you.
Yeah. Ew. Ew, you made me ink.
I wonder if monkey
What the
poop
fuck?
smells.
Really, Eddie?
Me
I like raw roos and camels. They're my favorite. You are a strange individual, sir.
Okay, so here's a trivia question. What's the only mammal that does not have land mammal that doesn't have vocal cords?
What? Oh my
It's
god,
my
hold on.
favorite. It's my favorite. Hey, no googling.
I'm not. Hands in
Yes,
the
she
air.
is. Uh-huh. Yeah, she is.
But what is the only land mammal on the ground that doesn't have vocal cords?
Hmm. It's my favorite.
No googling it. A camel?
A giraffe.
A giraffe.
Hmm. Apes like to eat hands and feet and genitals.
He said a mute. What can you
Many
put in a
accounts.
55-gallon drum and make it lighter?
What can you? What? What can you
Put
put
in
in
a
a?
55-gallon drum and make it lighter.
I don't know.
What is the answer?
I don't know.
You're not telling me. They don't know. He
It
said
was that a
holes.
question?
Oh, Eddie got it
Oh,
right. Well, what pin a
oh,
rose on your nose?
oh! If you put a hole in it, it makes it lighter.
Knee
Boy, I feel slow now.
slapper.
Pinky, your logo is my new favorite video, bestie. Aw, I love
What
you.
is helium? That's good too. Oh, wait.
Oh, are
Who'da
you
knew?
talking about? Oh, are you talking about the logo I put on my car? Did you see that, Kaylee? I think I sent it to you.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah,
Facts, Eddie. The soft parts of a body.
helium. I don't
That
know if it
weighs
would make it.
apparently.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say I don't think that would make it lighter. It would make it float. Wait, yeah,
It
it
would
would
make
make.
it sound funny.
I guess that. Oh, what do you put in a barrel and make it sound funny would be helium.
Yeah. They
Best
attack.
said the soft parts of the body. What did I miss? How did we
They.
go G R rated from G
I don't
rated?
know. I'm confused. Was that a tick or something? He put a little thing in the chat. Then he said facts, Eddie, the soft part of a body. And then he said they attack men's. Well, I'm not saying that. As a
Red
form of
kangaroos
dominance.
are jacked, huge chests and arm muscles.
They look like they're on roids. They'll
Oh,
square up with you.
are you talking about like Kangaroo Jack?
Yes.
He's all
Da
buff
da
like
da da da.
it says they attack men's genitals as a form of dominance. What are they going to try to do? Rip them off?
Org put a freaking link in Bell's chat the other day, and this one they don't even eat meat, and it was just straight up just because it's a hole was trying to drown this dog, and it was successfully doing so. I mean, I swear it looks like
Oh, I saw that video of the kangaroo trying to drown the
trying to
dog,
drown the dog. Yeah,
and the other dog was running around loose, and then the guy went and
yeah.
got it.
It was for no gain. They wouldn't eat the dog. It's just a dickhead.
Wow, what an a-hole.
Right? Like just
Not very nice.
mean. Apparently, people in America, because Australia, they're not big on it, but apparently, us weird people in America, we box them. Yes, I'm serious. And that's what somebody told me that in Amy's chat last night.
Is it like a sport?
Yeah, it's like a redneck freaking
Wow.
like almost like chicken fighting, I guess, like get in the ring with a Roo, and I'm quite certain most people lose. I don't know. Apparently, they're even aggressive when they mate. They're just angry little. Not little. They get like 8 feet tall. They're just buff and
The doggy style. Kangaroo Jack will steal your hoodie. Yes, roos are pretty dangerous. They can balance on their tails and boot the effing out of you. Yes,
yeah, and
people
they
have.
straight up they freaking punch you like, and then they're all bouncing like bobbing and weaving like like what the fuck?
I guess if you get boxing lessons, get them from a roo. Then
For real, man, they are like not playing. The red ones. They're all like buff and veiny. Like you would look if you would imagine if somebody was like on steroids. Like I ain't never seen nothing like it with
I
its
don't know about.
freaking chest all poked out.
I don't know about the veiny thing. That sounds kind of gross.
It does, but it's for legit. They're not on steroids. It's just how they are. And they
Wow.
have like these people were like doing their home security videos, and they're like coming up to their sliding glass doors and just like chest bumping them, trying to get in the house, like about knocking them off the hinges and crap.
Well, like
Go,
checking them, like, hey, hey.
yeah, like I'm coming in, I'm coming for you. Like not because I want to eat you. I can tell you're scared of me. Like let's rumble.
I'm
I want your
running
little chihuahua.
too.
I'll get your little dog too.
I'll get your little dog Toto too.
I was a
So,
dog.
how
Whoa.
was your Halloween?
It was eh. I got more
It
like
was eh.
yeah. I mean, I could
Did
have
you go
like
treating?
yeah, but they were like listen. I don't even want to talk about
Were
these
they were, were they
godforsaken
were they being
people.
were they being like all
Yes, they were
Jew with their
stingy.
candy?
Yes,
They
sons
were
of
being
bitch.
Jew with their candy.
Yeah, I had to go like make
Ryan!
my dad like buy candy just so we can go run around in circles and trick or treat.
Ryan, you're welcome to come up if you want.
I remember like when we used to have
Ryan's
Halloween
waiting on
candy
his
for the
lunch
half of the next year. The freak times are hard. We're broke.
do you remember getting like I don't know, I grew up poor, so I remember taking a pillowcase
Pillowcase. Yes.
and it would be like full.
Half yes, and we would eat on that shit until like June of next year.
Yeah, pretty much. And we stayed out until like 10 or 11 o'clock at night out trick or treating. I
And
mean, kids were
everybody
out trick or
gave
treating
out
and it wasn't even
candy. Everybody.
dark yet.
Yeah, what the
Yep.
man?
Yep. Those are the good old days.
If Halloween is not like is dying out, can you imagine that the rest is gonna just come out, follow suit?
Wow. I think isn't this the first year out of well, maybe it was it the last holidays? No, this holiday, right? It was the first year out of vid that we're able to like go and travel and visit family and stuff.
Right, but
Except
everybody's
for
on
the
edge because
holidays.
of this crap in
My monkey
Israel
got it.
and
Monkey got it. And she was home for almost 2 weeks. Yeah.
mm.
And they were like, "Well, yeah, you need to get her shot." Nope, not after what I went through. I ain't doing it. Nope, sorry, ain't gonna
Yeah, they
happen.
tried to bully me into giving my son a flu shot today, and I was like, nope. If it ain't on the mandated list for school, nope.
Yeah, don't do it.
And they
Don't.
he kept coming back like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" I'm pretty sure I was sure the first 3 times. Oh well, it would be it would be tragic, if for him to get sick and then it could have been prevented. I got Tylenol at the house. Like the
Right?
fact that you're like pushing so hard is like I make it absolutely not. And I asked him finally when he was like kept on. I was like, "Did your kids get it?" And he didn't ask me anymore. Son of a beep.
Exactly.
And my brother's friend's girlfriend, like bless his little heart, like his sophomore year in school, like it was his first real girlfriend, and he was all in love. She got a flu shot and got like really bad sick. I don't even know like what the synopsis was, but I mean she was in the hospital for like 2 months, and then they amputated her leg, and then something about Z-Pap, and she didn't make it, and she was 14. So I'm like, nope, I will never get a flu shot, and neither will any of my offspring. Like, hell to the no. Or my friends, if I can help it.
What did he say? Vaccination scare tactics. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because I know my dad and all them little boo babies is what I call them. They all got the jab and the whatever it's called, the booster and all that, and they got COVID. What 3 times? I think we over here in my house, me, my husband, my son, we didn't get the jabs, and we haven't. Knock on wood, and we haven't got the. Not once. Knock on wood. Again, just gonna keep. Sorry.
That you've never got it once since it came out.
Yeah, and we didn't get the jabs, but my dad got the jabs and the booster, and he's had it 3 times. So is my brothers.
What?
Yeah, it's like it's almost like a instead of it repellent, it's a what's it? Like a what's it called when an attractant?
I
Yeah.
Okay, so I did something crazy. Okay. So, my daughter, she wasn't feeling well. So, I did the little test and then I looked at it and I was like, it was kind of dark. So I really was like, oh, it's nothing. Left it sitting on the nightstand. And then, "Hi, B, so good to see you."
Fuck
And
you,
then
Eddie.
I was like I wasn't feeling well, the dog had been sick, and so I tested me and the dog. The dog had it, I had it, she had it. Yeah, I tested the dog. Don't laugh.
You swabbed the dog's nose.
Yeah,
Shame on you.
he tolerated it.
He tolerates a lot.
I just
Bless
wanted to
his
see if the
heart.
test would work.
Yeah, it was a
Honestly,
false positive, and you convinced yourself the whole house had it.
I just wanted to see if it would work. And,
Was he sniffing? Was he symptomatic?
he was. Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
for fuck's sake.
Not herpes, the
I'm.
vid.
I know. Listen, I'm saying, did he have the sniffles? Did he? I mean, did you? How'd you ask him?
Yeah, like, nobody felt good. Like, I still don't feel
He
very
walks
well. Like,
around
here,
whining all the time. He's a freaking baby.
I know.
So
Isn't it
what? How
cute?
did you know he was sick?
Do you know, I used to when I had, like, a regular job, like, I could go to
Dogs get
work.
sick. You're joking.
They do
You
get
don't have
sick.
to. How?
They catch colds.
From you because he's up your because you had it? I mean, how is that even possible?
I gave birth to him. He's a human.
I know, it's weird. He doesn't even have a tail, so sometimes I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Oh, he's like get to know. We all have that little tailbone that wiggles, our little tail.
He's as pitiful as good to know. Little
Get
ladybug.
to know.
I'm a
Get
real
to know.
boy.
Don't forget. We on what I think it was Saturday. On Saturday, we're gonna start a GoFundMe for Get to Know's BBL.
And Ruse, it's no use. I'm a real boy. Freaking ladybug. He's a boy.
Oh, I didn't. Did I send you pictures of them for Halloween?
I listen. I know you.
I
I
dressed.
know that dog was a ladybug, and I can only imagine the extent of the ladybug that it was. I'm sure they were all like, "Oh, she's so cute."
Here, I'll send you a picture. Oh shoot, it's not on that phone. It's on this phone. Okay, hold on.
I don't know why that dog tolerates you.
I know, because he's trauma bonded to me. He's had to deal
Still,
with mama's trauma so long. Hold on. Let's
did
see
you at
here.
least get him some candy?
Yeah, but nobody wanted to give it to him. It was sad. I was disappointed in our community.
Well,
Because even somebody asked, they're like, "Oh, does he want candy too?" And I go, "Yeah." And they're like, "Well, maybe next time. We don't have any dog treats." I go, "He just wants
assholes.
regular candy, damn it."
Yeah, like I mean, chocolate wouldn't be the best, but hey, I mean, Mama can eat it.
Here, I sent you that one. And then let me see. Let me find the one.
George Jason and the Alexander in the how Shallow Hal movie had a
He was moving
had a
around
wagon
too much,
tailbone.
so oh, and Shallow How? There
Yeah.
you go. I sent some to you. There you go. They're funny. Wait till you see him, you're gonna laugh. He was a cute little ladybug. That's why her dog likes me more than her yeah, whatever.
Well, gee, I wonder why, but her cats like her more than you, so
Yeah, at least I don't put mine in the microwave in the refrigerator.
yeah, the freezer.
Oh, it was a freezer.
God, leave the AC
Freezer?
on, you freaking cheap tight wad. I want my child support. Pronto.
Yeah, yeah, your daughter wants her child support. Oh, I guess I could take
It,
that.
and don't let him lie. He got more than a raise. They came to an agreement. He got what's it called? A, a bunch of stuff. 25% salary increase and funding for what's the word again?
Yeah, didn't it
I saved the video to my watch later.
here, let me drop the link for B, and B can tell us if the strike is over yet. We can get an update on the strike event.
Well, you got a drug habit or something? How are you broke? You live alone and you have cats.
Yeah, you shouldn't be broke.
Yeah, you live in a freaking mansion that you just. Come on, my dude. What you into behind the scenes?
Maybe he's saving up for retirement. Who knows?
Maybe he's doing cocaine.
A cocaine.
No, that would mean he had savings, and that wouldn't mean he's broke.
Oh, here's B. Welcome up, B. It's good to see you.
Hello.
And those of you in chat, can you please remember to drop your links?
I
Oh
closed the
God,
other
really
window.
jiggly, really jiggly.
Careful, Arky's gonna want to come like pinch on your nips.
If it wasn't for fat, I wouldn't have nothing.
Bless your heart.
I know it's hard
So
out
tell-
here. I'm broke.
So B, tell us about the strike. How's it going?
Oh,
It's going
over.
great. Yeah, tell us what you came up on, boy.
We got 25% raise.
Oh, you know I seen the video. That's why you ain't lying.
We got like a 25% raise. We got. In the end, I'll probably end up with probably a $15,000 bonus, and then
You broke my beepity beep.
and then
I have to remember when Kaylee's on panel, I have to keep my volume down a little bit.
yeah, we got a better
broke. Are you kidding me?
we got a better profit sharing calculator. We got more money. We got 10% for our retirement company match. Did all
You
right.
got something for living, I thought. Like,
Yeah, cost of living adjustment. So as inflation goes up, we get more pay.
you pin a I'm happy for you. I really am. So when you gonna pay me?
Tell you what,
She wants her child support.
Child support, Pappy.
like I said, it's hard out here. You know.
Yeah, right.
It's hard. It's hard in the hood.
It's hard out here for a.
Hey B, did you get the new game by the way? COD.
He's a gamer.
No, I didn't. I'm not buying that game. I just
I
bought
got-
the other one.
I got it today. I put it on pre-order.
It must be nice to be rich.
You ain't talking.
Well, I got to be able to play with my friends.
Yeah. What
And
is fast-
then, wait, even then, I even downloaded, what is it called? Fortnite.
Oh
Yeah.
my
game is
God!
so
You better.
fun.
If I catch you playing with my brothers, I swear for the Lord.
That game is fun. I'm just saying.
I don't understand it.
I'll smoke you in that.
I'm not very good at it yet because I'm still learning. I've only played it for probably maybe a half hour maybe.
What's the
We played.
objective?
I don't know. We were just running around like,
Killing people.
Teabagging. That's what my brothers are constantly doing to each other. Like, oh, I'm teabagging you.
it was fun.
Like what? But like, is there like? There's got to be an objective.
Oh, B, these are so good. Oh,
What the heck?
I moved on from the frappies. I went back to the Cafe Mocha.
happy.
Oh,
Or my husband calls them crappy frappies.
Oh, crappy frappies.
Well,
caramel
Inky here makes her own version of one with heavy chocolate. So
Well, this one came from Starbucks.
I like caramel.
Look at my little Starbucks cup. It has the Stanford emblem on it.
yeah.
Yeah. It just looks
You
so
say
Christmassy.
caramel or caramel? I gotta know.
Caramel.
B.
What's that?
Caramel.
Do you say
I think I
caramel
say kind-
or caramel?
I kind of say them both.
Yeah, so do
Caramel.
I.
I say caramel.
See, I say
Caramel.
caramel.
I say caramel mostly.
Caramel.
Pecan or pecan?
Pecan.
Pecan.
A
There's no such
pecan
thing
pie.
as no pecan.
It's probably the Mason Dixon is my conclusion.
Caramel. Fast Eddie says caramel. It's caramel.
He's on
What is
Isn't it
Fast Eddie talking
caramel?
about me with a V6?
saying sell it and you won't be broke.
I don't have a V6.
What V6?
He's probably talking about the white car on your picture you usually have.
That is definitely not a V6. That would be a
Well,
dark.
then I don't know
black.
what he's talking
Isn't that-
about.
Isn't that a Mustang? That's that white car?
Yeah, it's got a Dart engine block in it. It's not even a Ford block.
Oh, wow.
Awkward. sell
Where
it.
is
You want me to
Watcher?
bring?
Watcher hasn't been over. I'm shocked. I probably shouldn't be.
Mm,
He said, I know I was kidding.
No.
Wow.
they're probably mm, listening to rubbish.
Oh. Oh, the drama channels. I get it.
Well, don't you know it's somebody's birthday, so they gotta be a dickhead because it's their
The
birthday.
the kid. I love it
Where
when
is
she
he?
says that. The kid.
I was gonna say, where is the deckhead been? I like the way she says that.
I know, me
I
too.
don't know, man. She just sticks up for me and then disappears. I don't know where she went.
She stuck up for you.
Yeah, and caused a bunch of crap for herself, and I
Who
haven't seen
wouldn't
her
stick up
since.
for Kaylee? Kaylee's so innocent.
Well, we really, I mean, we didn't dislike each other, but we kind of were on opposite sides of the channels we supported, but we never like we were always mutual. Like if we seen each other in chat, but she went up there on panel and like went toe to toe with all of them, and I mean it was Jim
Oh,
X and was just like that is disgusting. I don't care who it is, and she
I
was
know
the
what
only
you're
one,
talking
and
about.
she caught 9 miles of heck and has still been catching it every time she's in chat. They give her, oh, she's a simp. You know how it goes.
All right. Well, enough drama.
Oh, like me. I'm a simp.
Yeah.
I'm a simp
Well,
on
she wasn't
OnlyFans.
even really sticking up for me. It was just the act of it alone, like triggered her because just the whole
Well, you can't. That's not a topic to be joking about. You don't joke about that topic, and I can understand why she felt the way she did.
right. Because I mean, the one time you feel empathy, it's for an abuser. Like, come on, and the fact that you're not getting it, that she was getting frustrated because she was breaking it down for him why she was offended, and he was like, "Your point," like, and then Leanne's like, "I thought it was hilarious."
Like I said in a few episodes ago, I said, there's just some people that have mental illness that just can't be helped. And
Right.
that's just a realization that we need to come to, that they have a mentally ill problem and or a mental disorder, whatever you want to call it. And they need to get help. And until they do, they're just going to have to
Yeah, I haven't even been listening because he's done went too far again and fumbles my friend and go in real life. It's not cool.
Yeah. I don't agree with the going real life thing. So,
Yeah, harassing his job and stuff. Not cool.
nope. Not cool. No bueno.
Well, you know what is cool?
What
Not your
be?
face.
Me.
Ugh. Eye roll.
So, B, when do you get to go back to work?
Tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Who goes to work on a Friday?
I don't know for how long. We were ready. We were done with that. We built as many trucks as we were supposed to build today. We were done by 8:00, but
Wow.
they gotta pay us for 8 hours either way.
He's been on strike, dork. And then he's going back to work starting tomorrow.
No, I went back to work Monday.
So, did you get strike pay until tomorrow? How does that work?
So
Yep.
So they've been working us. We go in at 6, and we've been done with our job by usually around 8:00. They keep us till 10, and then we get basically if I walk in the door at work, they have to pay me for 4 hours of straight time, regular pay. So the 30 whatever an hour, it's all over the news. I don't give a shit now. So anyway, the world knows. So they got to pay us our straight time.
Yeah.
And then after that, at the end of the week, if we haven't hit 40 hours yet, which we're not going to, they have to give us what they call short work week, meaning we get 85% of our regular paycheck because they didn't give us enough hours. But that's what we've been doing all week.
So
it's been a
when
short
are
week.
the new terms of agreements supposed to kick in? Like next year or next pay period?
The whole company's got to vote. We got a couple weeks left on that, and then once that goes through, they start giving us all the ratification checks, and then they back pay us for the work like we're working right now. We're working under our old pay rate.
And so can you explain to us less knowledgeable what ratification checks are?
So like our agreement is we get like a $5,000 check for signing the contract. Then we get another back pay check for the money we missed while we were on strike. And then we get another check for what we're not making right now versus what we should be making because the contract did get ratified.
But you had nothing coming in while you were on strike, though?
We only got like $500 a week.
Oh,
wow.
We were forced to go strike for 5 or 6 hours, 1 day a week, and then they gave us $500 for that. So we made a little under $100 an hour.
That's not bad.
No.
And then you just had the rest of the week off?
Yep. Not a bad gig. They still kept our health insurance, like we still had the insurance.
Illiterate, it's good to see you.
You know, the health insurance the union kept on us is $1,000 a month per person by itself.
He's not even that color.
It was a decent deal still.
Wow.
They definitely take care of us.
So then you have a $5,000 check coming plus your normal pay rate, right? For your normal 40 hours a week.
Well, I get my check that I get now at the end of every week because I worked all week. So I get a 40-hour check. But then once the ratification goes through, I get a signing bonus for signing the contract. I get back pay because we were out on strike between the $500 a week and the normal check. So there's another $5-6 grand because we were out for 6 weeks. So what we didn't get on our check, we get that way. And then on top of that, we're working right now under an expired contract. So we're going to get what we normally would have gotten had the contract that we signed gone into effect last week. So we're going to get the difference between what we didn't get this week and what we should have been making.
OFG, Scott, it's so good to see you.
Like I said, the union stuff isn't so bad.
Can you just 1 second? OFG, Scott, can you drop your link to your channel in the chat, please, babe? Mwah. So other people can connect with you. And then you guys can make sure you put it on notify because, most of them, when they go live, they put it's not like me who does it at the last minute. I've been getting better. But then you can hit the notify button and when they go live, it'll let you know. And then you can just hop over there, say hi. Make sure you let them know that little Pinky Inky sent you. Aw, he had to get his little pinky addiction under control. Oh, I love you. Stop by tomorrow if you can. Most definitely. I know. I don't think I got to stop by today. I was really tired. I've been running some really late streams and having to get up really early all week. So I was kind of dragging booty today. So I was kind of playing lazy. Sorry. Forgive me. I will catch up tomorrow. I will be in like Flynn.
And yes, Eddie, we're definitely making them pay up.
So when do you get? So when do they have to pay you the check part though?
It's usually from what my union rep was saying, we're going to get it about 2 weeks after it's been passed. After the whole company votes and says, yes, we're going to accept this offer.
Oh, okay.
But
as long as it's not like some weird thing where they're going to make you wait some weird year or something like that.
No. No, we did all right. Chrysler did a little bit better than us. I just saw some highlights from their contract. I got to double check it, but I'm from my understanding, they're getting a free lease on a vehicle for their employees.
Wow. So like they don't have to pay for a new car?
Correct.
The only thing with leasing a vehicle is that you have like mileage like restrictions.
Well,
And if you do a lot of commuting, then it's kind of a bummer.
they're getting a management lease program, which the management lease program does not have a limit on miles. They just have to get a new vehicle every year.
Oh, must be nice. Must be nice. I need a Ford truck, a really big one.
Yep, that's what I'm looking at. I'm trying not to pull the trigger, but it's just stupid. The one I want is like 85 grand.
I've been really debating it just to have something to tow my RV with. I'm like, I can't really tow it with the car I have now. So I don't want to get rid of my car, but I would like having a pickup again. That would be nice. It says, yep, for Christ's sakes, it's midnight. I love Scott. He's another one that is like super interactive with his chat and his members and followers. He's a great dude. He does a little bit of gaming, but most of the time it's hanging out with us, chit-chatting. It's really cool. I love it. So, well, I hope tonight's stream was helpful to those that, like a lot of times, I'm just squaring around back to the original topic of my stream tonight, which is, getting real with our real emotions and traumas. And I mentioned it before that we walk around in a mask until we realize that we have trauma and how we have to deal with it. So, yeah, I drew a blank. Sorry. It's just, it's like, I remember having this conversation. Like I kind of walked around with like a mask on. In my brain, I thought everything was okay, but people like B and my family and others had brought it up to me like, wow, you have a lot of trauma. And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm fine. And until it was really brought to my attention that I needed to get a handle on it, it was like, I just had this little mask on that everything was fine and dandy. And I would just work and work and work and like not even think about it until I came across a situation where I wasn't handling like an emotional situation very well, or handling a legal situation that was emotional for me very well. And I noticed that I would go back and get on that train, that mental destruction train, and it would wear me down. So I hoped that hearing, another person's perspective on how they've dealt with trauma, and I've had a lot of it, and how, it can be destructive to your life and you not even realize it until it's too late. Like it can destroy, families, relationships,
Your health.
your credibility, your health, everything, until you get a really good grasp on it. And it's just one of those things that are very destructive, and it's like silent because sometimes
Yes.
we don't even know we have it.
The drain train.
Yep. So he has a lot to say. Mr. Israel has a lot to say. And for people that, have, been anywhere close to some of the things that he's been through, it could help them relate and be like, wow, maybe I should get help for that or this or whatever, Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really, really cool when, especially like when men do, because it's very rare, but I think it's like, it's like it kind of, I'm sure, I would imagine it would make others be like, okay, well, you don't have to be tough and composed and, and all, feel not a feeler and all that stuff. So I know Get to Know does it, and not really others before Mr. Israel. It's just, I know that I'm not saying that there's not men that suffer, but they're definitely not really inclined to talk about it, especially not publicly.
Yeah. Because men are taught from such a young age, oh, you need to put up this front and be strong and don't cry about this and don't feel bad about that and just brush it under the rug, be a man about it. And
Right.
then it ends up coming out in other ways, like for instance with my ex, if the traumas that he had been through, and maybe this is why I am forgiving, is because maybe if the traumas that he had been through as a child, maybe he
What?
wouldn't have done the things that he did to his exes or myself or my daughter. You know what I mean?
That's so
So
cool.
what? Some with
Old fart.
PTSD.
Same with PTSD. Ex-army vet, desert, shield, storm. It helps when men find out that we can talk about it with each other.
Exactly. Exactly. And so next time he comes on, old fart, I'll send you over a message and let you know. And
Yeah,
you're welcome to come up on panel. He's really good on panel.
for
Scott.
sure, for
His name
sure.
is Scott. He likes it when you
If
remember his name, he said.
somebody drop his link, I'll sub up.
Scott, can you drop your link? Did he drop his link yet? I think he did, but I think it's for tomorrow's show. And
Betty!
I can't copy it. Miss Betty. Yeah, and so I do appreciate everyone being here, and I do appreciate it when men are able to open up and talk about it, because it's not very often you see men. It's more women that we get in our feels and we talk about things like that. It's not very
Right.
often that you get a man to be like, yep, this is what happened to me and this is how I've been coping and dealing with it. This is how
And
I've
who
been working
knows?
on making myself a better person. Yeah.
It could always just start a chain reaction.
Mhm. You know what? That's from that girl. The chain
Rachel's
reaction.
challenge.
Rachel's
Yeah.
challenge. Yes. Yes. That's an
Yeah,
amazing
they're.
story. We got to do that one again. I love that story.
Oh
That
man, you're
you
really
had me
trying to
in
get me in feelers.
tears.
But they're actually running a
You
promo on that right now because it's anti-bullying month for K through 12. I'll
wow.
send you some links because they sent me a bunch of stuff because I'm a whatever you call it, like a um you, I don't know what they call it. It's like an ambassador or whatever. Anyways, moving on. I have like a bunch of content that they send over that like to do presentations with,
Yes.
and
Okay.
it's updated with the new statistics and the new all the good stuff that they do, like because they're really really active. Like I mean they go and do hundreds of assemblies all year, like all any school that requests them, middle school, high school, and I think they're even doing elementary schools now. They go. It's really 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 grown since I learned of it in middle school, and it was very impactful in my life then, and it's still like it still hits just as hard even now, like
Your
because
last
it's like
show
it's
had me
just
in tears.
crazy,
Your
dude.
last show had
I,
me in tears.
I wasn't even expecting it.
I was like, yeah. Because I could relate from things that I went through as a kid and then through in my adulthood, and I was just like, oh gosh, this is so. And then from the stories that you and I have discussed privately, it was just like, oh man, because I can relate to what you say. I can understand. And being a parent, because I get in that parent mode, like I can't help it. Maybe it's just because I do have 3 children and 4 grandchildren. Like I always just want to fix them up and make them better and be like, no, it's okay. Everything's fine and dandy. Because I don't want to see anybody go through that at all. Let me address Scott. He said, but it's against our nature. We want to be defenders, not victims. You're not victims. You are survivors. Survivors is so much of a more empowering word than victim. So just remember that. You are a survivor, not a victim. There was the
Someone
moment that it
put
happened. You were a victim at the moment that it happened, but every day after that, you've been a survivor up to date.
Puff Muffin is a vet, and he's having this kind of awesome transition into like going in with God, and he's shared some of his experiences with me with the PTSD and like letting leaning into God and actually talking about it. And man, he's just told me some of the most I mean, gut wrenching stories. And then at the same time, he's like, but here's the, the silver lining and the light at the end of the tunnel. And it's like, almost just makes you sit and think, like, dude, I'm sitting here like, I know what trauma is, and, and I didn't go and see the things that he's seen. And then, it almost just makes you feel real ungrateful and small, and for them to be like, oh, just pray and just be kind and just be loving, because you never know, when they can,
When's the
when you
last
can,
day?
yeah, when your number is going to be calling. And it's just like, how does somebody that's seen so much hate and evil, still just, it's very inspiring, I guess is what I'm looking for. And it definitely makes me sit back and reevaluate, like, all my little minute privileged problems over here, and somebody that really, like, suffers and takes it on the chin, and you wouldn't even know it unless you asked him, because he's just pleasant all the time. But
And
he's
that's that
like
mask.
mentally, just and literally, like, in his head, and they're just at a
And that's
flashbacks
that
of,
mask.
war, and you never know. It's
I'm telling you, that's that mask. We don't even know we have it on. We
Yeah, but
don't
it's
have it.
like,
We
how do
don't know
you
we have it on
do that?
until someone points it out.
Right, but I don't know that I would be able to compose it with, with fighting it. And how do you go back to normalcy from that kind of stuff? Like, and then having a hard
Well,
time with the way the country, the direction is gone, like, and all the friends you've lost, and some people body parts and limbs, and, for what?
and if you think back into, like, the older wars, they watched a lot of death and they were heavily medicated. I don't know if they still do. I haven't really had that conversation with my son, and my son is still in the military. Um, but they used to heavily medicate them on morphine and opiates to help them cope with going through with what they were doing. I mean, anyone with a sound mind and body, it would be very, very hard for them to go out there and intentionally take the life of another person. You know what I mean? So they would be heavily medicated. And if you think about it, they get home, they know what it feels like. I can tell you this from my uncle was in the war way back. I believe he was a Vietnam vet, and he had no problem laying hands on somebody or taking a life. It was not a problem for him because he had done so much of it while he was in the military that because those memories stayed in his mind, just like your trauma memories. Those are their trauma memories. Those memories stay in their mind. They don't forget it. So he became a very heavy drinker and a very heavy drug user. And I think that is, watching my family go through that as a young adult, I think is one of the reasons why I didn't get into, heavy drugs and stuff, because I saw what it did to them. And it was like he couldn't cope on a day-to-day basis without being medicated of some sort.
Well,
And I
yeah, I
can't even
mean, some of them,
imagine
like, if
what
they hear like a freaking balloon pop or something, they think they're in combat again. Like, they have to do something.
I think is called shell shocked. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. It,
It like triggers. It's like a trigger in their brain.
yeah,
And that
like,
also happens when you grow up in the hood, or they call it the ghetto or whatever. When you grow up in really rough neighborhoods, it does the same thing. Now, a lot of people don't understand or know that, Inky did grow up in the hood. I grew up in the hood.
stop it. You said,
And I I I wore my
what,
red. I
what's your
wore my
set,
red
G?
proudly.
What's
What's
your
up,
set,
G? What's
G?
up? West side.
You.
So yeah, so I wore my colors proudly, but um when I hear cars backfire, I'm like, duck and run, the abuse in the home. I mean, I saw, oh my gosh. Okay. So I'll tell you this little story. I think I was about 9 years old, and it was the first time I'd ever saw flesh. Okay. flesh not on the outside. I'm talking about flesh on the inside, like innards. So, do you remember those old swing sets? They were A-framed swing sets, and they had that little metal bar that held the two pieces like this together. There was like a little metal bar right here. I mean, if you were short like me, you could like do those little flips off of them, like on the monkey bars. And so my girlfriend and I, she had one of those in her backyard and we were playing on it. Well, it has a bolt that's holding that piece on, and that bolt caught her armpit and the innards came out. Yeah. And I'll tell you what fat looks like. Fat looks, it's like white and yellow fleshy bubbles. Blech, yuck. Anyway, so it was traumatizing enough for me that I never went back and saw her ever again after that. And they've moved shortly after that. So you can imagine it was probably traumatizing for her too. I mean, she's the one that went through it. Like, I mean,
Never
the
getting
guts
on a
were
swing
hanging.
set again.
Yeah, no. They don't even make them like that anymore. I don't think so.
care.
And then like when I was in high school, we had a drive-by that happened. And, you know, I was squatted down sitting on the wall and the guy standing up next to me off with his head, you know. Then like, I don't know, it must have been like 3 months later, a guy was riding his motorcycle and he went to turn onto the main road and the car didn't see him hit him. And then he and the motorcycle went under the car, but his shoe flew off. And I'm walking to school and I stop and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, because it happened right in front of me. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's his shoe. Well, come to find out his foot was still in it. So it was like one trauma after another trauma on top of I don't do blood. You'll see me go, wee, I'm done.
Dude,
like, especially if it's
pass
one of my
out.
kids. If it's one of my kids, I'm like running around like a chicken with their head cut off. Or
No,
like,
you better call an ambulance for both of
like,
us.
I wouldn't be able to. I
No,
go
I'm
into
saying,
a
like, if
panic
my
mode.
son is gonna have like blood, heaven forbid, he's never had an incident like that. Like, but if you better call an ambulance for both of us, because I'm gonna be no good. I will pass out.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I am no good to anybody when it comes to injuries or anything like that. Like, you would think a mom would go into mom mode. No, I go into
I can't
panic
even
mode.
see it on TV. Like, that's why I said when you're like, oh, did you see the new Saw? I'm like, I'm starting to get queasy and lightheaded just thinking about it. Like, no, girl.
Well, most of it was okay. There was certain parts of it that I was just like, like
I
when
like
they were
scary
cutting the
movies,
skull
but
part,
not
you know.
gory. Ugh, no way. I can't look at blood or needles of any way. Like, I don't care where they're going. I will freaking pass out.
If it looks like it hurts, I can't watch it. Like, I'm like this. Is it over yet? Is it over yet? You know?
Yeah, I have no pain tolerance.
That
It
from the
was just
clone-
the Saw movie was good because it had a good storyline to it, and there is such a twist at the end, like you don't want to miss it. At least just watch the end. You could skip all the gory stuff and just watch the end because the end is such a good twist. I didn't watch horror flicks for a long, long time, like or any kind of like schizo movies. Like, they would make me feel schizo after I watched them. Like, and I get it. That's the whole purpose of it. Like the movie, what is it? Fight Club. I'm like,
Oh,
there's
I was
really
gonna
people
say,
that talk to themselves, like, and they
did
don't
you see
realize.
Split?
Nuh-uh.
Dude, watch it.
The last schizo movie I saw was In the Tall Grass, and it was done. I was like, nope, I just can't do it. Can't do it no more.
He
I
has
have to
like
watch kitty
47
movies.
different personalities.
Can't do it.
It's not scary. It's
No,
weird. I'm not gonna lie.
it's the whole. It's not. It doesn't have to be scary. It's the whole thought that we could be
Oh, because it could be
walking.
real. Oh yeah.
It could be real. It's not that it could be. It's that there really is real people out there that walk through life.
Yeah, but he's not like blending in because he's literally like dressing up and he's 47 different people. Like, and I mean from male to female to, and everybody just knows like, oh, okay, when he's going, he's this one now.
But
Like,
does he know?
yeah. Well, I mean,
Wow.
he's. Yeah, that's how he deals with it. He just dress. Listen, it's strange.
Because most people that are schizo don't realize that they're schizo.
I say that he knew, but I thought he knew because one of his characters was the therapist he was playing.
He was playing a character of his own therapist.
Yes.
Yeah, see,
Had
that's
me
kinda crazy.
convinced.
That's the kind of crazy that I can't watch that. You will have me up all
Like
night.
his voice changed to different accents and everything. Like he had me convinced. I didn't even realize until almost the end of the movie that 46 of them were him.
Yeah. It messes with my emotions, Kaylee. I don't know why, it just does. Really does.
Fear
It's
and
like
Loathing in Las Vegas. Is that a movie?
fear.
Yes,
Yeah, that's a movie.
Oh,
it's an old movie.
sounds.
Ryan's waiting on his sponge bath.
He's old. What
I
do you
just need
expect?
I just need to know if he wants Epsom salt or not. Let's see. A buddy of mine has a hard time being around young kids after spending a few tours overseas.
Mm.
I don't want to know. I don't think. I don't think I want to know what that means. I'm not sure I
Well,
want to know.
some of the things that they've seen, like because I mean it's ruthless over there. They send kids to, and it's hard to look at them when you've seen them in that, just with when they're coming and running at you with a one of the whatever them things are that go kaboom, and it's you or them. Like I don't know, that movie was crazy. You seen that movie,
Well,
American Sniper?
I guess if you're, I mean,
And
I can
it's you or
understand it
them.
self defense, yeah.
Yeah,
But
but it
when
still
people are
messes you up
sitting over
because it's a
there,
kid,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, my boy
And it's
Dave is messed up in the head from that. He was shot by an 11-year-old in Bosnia.
oh,
because they're
The kid rolled
they're
the ball
bred
up.
so young. Yeah, they're giving guns preschool
Well,
pretty much.
the kid rolled a ball up to him, so when he bent over to pick up the ball to give it back to the kid, when he looked up, the kid shot him.
Yeah, and that's
you
the
know,
thing. You that sympathy card comes and boom, they'll take you out.
Yep, and that's what it was. And he said he goes it messed with his head bad because he's got a child that same age at home. He had to lay that kid down.
Yeah, that's that's the shit that I could never imagine.
Scott says normal takes on a whole new meaning.
Nothing about that is normal. Nothing about
It's why
WAR is
laughter has
freaking
become so
normal.
important. He says it's
Like,
why laughter has become so important to him, and it probably helps with dealing with PTSD or CPTSD. PTSD is different than CPTSD. If you don't know what the
what's
difference is,
CP? Yeah, what is the difference?
okay, so
I didn't.
PTSD is post traumatic stress disorder.
I heard
Okay,
that one. I've
and
never heard
then
the other one.
CPTSD is chronic. So, for instance, you know how I went through 4 years of being beaten and raped, right?
Uh
My
huh.
daughter went through 4 years of rape. So
Okay.
it's chronic. It
So
wasn't
instead
like
of
a
just one
one-time
incident,
instance.
and like one tragic incident, it's ongoing, like war would, or being in your situation for a year.
Yes.
That's almost the same tour as some people go in Iraq. I gotcha. I
Yes.
understand.
Where they're over there for 6 months and they're going through it every day. It's not like, oh my gosh, oh, the house got broken into and there was a gunman or whatever. That's
Yeah,
like a
there's no.
one-time instance. Correct.
Yeah, it's
Yours would
never
be
stop.
CPTSD. Your trauma is CPTSD, not just PTSD, because it was over a long period of time. It wasn't a one-time instance.
Well, yeah, with the SA, it was just the one time, but the other, which is probably
Yeah.
more damaging, was for sure. Didn't stop until I stopped it with my mom. I was pretty much an adult. Created
Yeah.
boundaries. It
I'm
ain't
so
nothing to cut
sorry,
that bitch
Scott.
off.
But it is. He said, it's laughter has become so important to him, and that's because it helps us understand and be able to cope. I think it's part of the coping mechanism.
Yeah,
Like
laughter
I
and I
wor-
think
I
music
worked.
is a very healing thing that can bring people together. Like no matter what walks of life or what your trauma is, music and laughter is something that people can put their differences aside and come together.
Yes, music was mine.
Musicians and comedians are like really, really, really usually really sad. I don't know. Robin Williams actually used to go and like give stand up tours like to in Iraq just to try to lots of somebody else does that too now, but he was the one that I remember like would do it all the time. You would never know though. The ones laughing like that are usually the ones that have the most turmoil like inside. Laugh to keep
Yeah,
from crying type stuff.
exactly. Fast Eddie said Kaylee nailed it perfectly.
Booyah. What I do? Oh yeah, about the kids. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But
it's
yeah.
it's
I only know that because Puff has told me some stories actually. And
Are you talking about Puff Muffin?
hmm
Yeah. There's a lot, I didn't, when I first started this channel, I think me and you had this conversation. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know how many people will actually come and,
oh
hang out and visit.
he
It'll never be like other, channels where there's like, hundreds and 50 people in there. Yeah, maybe when my channel gets big, if it ever does, then maybe. But matter of fact, just over the last week, I was like, wow, so many people that I didn't know had trauma or abuse or whatever
yes
have chimed into chat. And it's way
right
more than we think it is. It's probably at least 1 out of every 4 or 5 people have some
some
type
type
of
yeah
abuse. Yeah.
right
And
and don't
so
talk about it and you would never even know.
exactly. Exactly. I love
But
you, Arky Butt.
Puff Muffin he watches like in the maybe the replays or whatever because it's kind of late at night. But he texted me and tells me that he catches your shows and really like is talks up about how the vibe is always positive and stuff because he kind of took a hiatus from YouTube because of where he's at in life right now and what he's going through and where everybody else is at on YouTube and kind of just he comes in every once in a while to show support, but other than that, like he in and out.
Is that the
Says
message
he's
that you sent me? That
mm-hmm.
Puff said, yeah. Okay, I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of
That's very
positive,
sweet of him because I've never really seen him over here.
speaking
Yeah.
of positive vibes, there is your bingo thing tomorrow night. Um, it should be very positive for some people.
Yeah, me, because I'm
Yes.
gonna win.
So
Well,
we need to get at least 15 players for tomorrow. At least 15 players for tomorrow.
yeah, it's been upped, and
Minimum. Go ahead.
I, I was just gonna say, I know G2K said that he would throw another 25 in to bump it to 125. So I said, what the hell? Let's make it 150 for the winner. Either that, or you can split the pot and do like 100 and then a second place at 50, or however you want to do it. But I'll put in
Okay.
the rest to make it 150 prize. You can split it however you want, but um, that should get a
Okay.
few people interested in playing.
I need to get a sign up sheet so people can sign up in advance so I know exactly how many players there's going to be. Um, I'll do that as soon as I get off this stream because I don't want to I don't want my screen to wig out. Like I already froze once earlier.
Oh, you're good. Like I said, I didn't even tell you yet. I was just thinking about it at work. I was like, well, hell, if it's going to be 125, let's just bump it up to 150, and then she can either do like another 50 on one prize, and then have the other one at 100, or however she wants to split it. But
Okay.
or just dump it all into one prize. But that should be enough to get turn $10 into 100 or 150, whatever. That should be able to get a few people interested in bingo and just having a good time. I mean, overall, I think everybody
Because it'll
has.
be my last big stream. I will not be streaming this Saturday. My travels will start on Saturday, so I will not be streaming this Saturday as I had planned. I do believe I have a stream scheduled that I have to remove. So I will not be streaming on Saturday. I will be streaming like they will be very, very short. Like I will just be touching base or posting pictures or little cute small vids of my travels. But it'll be very minimal till after my process. Next weekend, hopefully I'll be back on before next weekend, but most definitely I will be back on next Friday. So there'll be a whole week that I'll miss you guys. And trust me, I'm going to be going through withdrawals of seeing you all. I will be stopping into your chats every opportunity I get. So please post your lives in advance so then I can click notify so I can be like, oh, yay, so and so's on. I can go over and say hi because I won't be able to do a live of my own until I've been booked into my temporary living facility. So please keep me posted because I'm going to be going. It's going to be part of my stress relieving by being able to hang out with you all. So it's This is probably the most stress I've had in 5 years. I'm just putting that out on the table now. This is as stressful as it can get for me right now. So breathe, Inky, breathe. Yeah. And plus, I won't be able to go live and socialize. So it's just going to make it a little worse because, this is part of, my stress reliever. So it's for me and you all. So please keep me posted on what you guys are up to so I can come by and at least hang out with you guys on your channels. But I can't wait to share when I'm done. Way too much. Damn, I needed that shit. But dude asked me to come stay the night with him tomorrow night. Who? Oh, I must have missed that memo. I don't know what she's talking about. What did I miss?
Booty call.
Yeah, Arkansas is somebody's side chick. So,
Hey, listen.
Must be nice. I'm still in my healing mode, so I don't got a side chick. Oh wait, I got Kaylee. Kaylee's my side chick.
Woo woo.
No, or maybe she's my main. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
well, either way, that if I'm at work, just text me and tell me to send it over, and I'll make sure the money's sent over for everybody.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's bingo is going to be. I'm going to try to do it early, you guys. So because I know it's late when I go on typically because I like watching other shows and I don't want to like overlay onto someone else's show. I'm trying to be as nice as possible where we're not like parting ways with our viewership. So that she goes, damn, that's how you do me. Are you two having your little lovers quarrel in chat?
I have no lovers. I gave up on all females.
I thought Arkansas was your future wife.
Nope. I'm just going to buy a female when I want their attention.
That would be trafficking.
No, they got mail order brides. Calm down, girls. 2023.
Right.
Aren't those called passport men?
No, actually, I met somebody that had one, and they're a lovely couple. I mean, if
Arkansas and Watcher, you guys should have been in here earlier. You would have had to put your bibs on.
What the cat drug in.
Watcher said she's for sale.
I might sell you $39.
Here, you know what? Maybe I'll let the stream go a little longer than here. I'll post the link. You guys are welcome to come up.
Where you been, you freaking hooker?
I'm gonna miss you all. I'm already going through trauma stuff right now, and I'm not even gone yet.
Moo buckaroo.
There's that laugh. Jesus.
I know. I had to turn down my headset because I forget that Kaylee's laugh is like a high C. I got $100 on my pick. On your what?
PIC.
What's a pick?
Ugh, that's partner in crime. Watch your crazy eye roll.
Oh, are they like a couple now?
No, they're just like partners in crime.
I only got like 30
Welcome
minutes.
up.
Hey,
welcome
girlfriend.
up, darling.
Where are you going? On vacation?
Kind of.
What?
I could swing by and say hi. I told you guys last month that I was going to be doing these travelings, but it ended up being postponed for like 4 weeks.
She won't tell us until she's back.
Well,
no, I can kind of visit as I go along. Travels.
Well,
I have quite a bit of a track to do.
Well, come on.
Come on. Here, Watcher, I'll throw my number in back chat.
Okay, cool. Because
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna prank it.
Oh my god.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Is your refrigerator running?
You better go fix it.
You better.
That's because I had to call the damn water company earlier in emergency because I guess there must have been a break in the main line and it drained out my damn water heater and I thought I had a freaking break in the wall or something. I didn't have no water. Like, what the hell are y'all people doing? Shit, it's too late for this shit. Oh, it's
Right?
stuck. YouTube doesn't like the S word.
There, I dropped it in the back chat.
Okay.
If anybody
Stop
wants
and
it,
get me. I can help. Stop and pick you up, Arky. I need my emotional support person.
That's why she's got the wrench.
Okay, look, I'm calling your phone right now, so you'll have mine.
Oh my
Okay.
God, Watcher.
Did
I'm
I type
pranking
it in
your
wrong?
phone right now.
I bet
Yeah,
you
girl,
did.
you gave me the. Oh wait,
You
no, I
Oh
gave.
yeah,
Oh,
I did. Hold
I
on.
typed it in wrong too.
did you lean a little to the left?
I'm only looking to the left. That's what happened. I got
Wait,
dyslexic.
let me see. Oh yeah, I added a 5. I did type it in wrong.
Oh my Lanta.
I did.
You're gonna have me
Because you'll
calling
hit.
Japan.
It's a good thing he wasn't.
They're gonna answer Konnichiwa.
I got a phone
This
call
ain't no
from there.
Inky.
Oh my gosh, I got multiple phone calls. See, that's her
Hola,
calling.
¿cómo estás?
Buenos. Oh wait. Buenos dias.
Oh, tenga buen día. Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Okay.
Adios. Oh, vaya con Dios. Okay.
Yeah,
What is
that
wrong with you?
I don't know.
What?
I'm stressed.
Oh, look at them
Do you
fucking
realize
titties,
how?
man. Shit. Them some titties. Titties.
You
Look at
realize
them
how much
nipples on there.
anxiety I have?
Look, I'm more than a
Would,
piece of
Kaylee
meat.
would know.
Get out.
Here's I might even take a picture of it
Oh, what? Your
before
titties?
of my paperwork.
Oh.
And she's gonna be like, wow, Inky wasn't fucking around when she was telling her story. Because remember, I'm never gonna say something I don't have on paper. So anything I've ever said about anything that happened with my children or myself, I have that shit on paper. So
On paper.
I've
Mhm.
heard it and
I
seen
come
the
with receipts.
paperwork.
Wait a second. Where's this? Is this coming from a little place of some buzzing about you not telling the truth about your story, or are you just doing this because you want to?
Oh no, I sent you. You have copies of my shit.
Not me. I'm saying the
Oh,
what are we
my
calling
comment.
them?
Oh, my comment. Because someone said, "Oh, we don't believe her story." I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Well,
I come with
yeah, lots
receipts.
of someone they
Yes.
say it all the time, but clearly, yeah, you
Yeah.
don't listen, which is good. So, but I mean, but even if it like people like me, like you don't have, please don't tell me that's what you're doing it for.
Oh no, 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 no. This is where I get to
Okay,
come with a lifetime.
okay,
That's what I'm going
because you
for.
don't have to prove
We're
anything to
we're
me.
we're taking it to federal because it happened in multiple states.
I
Mm.
know, but you don't have to bring it back to YouTube if that's not what you want to do. You know, you don't
No, 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 no,
have to
no.
prove
See,
anything to
no,
anybody,
I don't have to prove it. I can just show that, hey, no matter what it is, you can conquer
but
it.
that's what you
This
want to
has
do,
been, yeah.
right? Okay,
Because
that's
if I can't be a representative, like I'm an advocate for this. So if I can't show that it can be done, how is someone else going to have faith that it can be done?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to prove that it can be done. You can conquer anything you want to. You just have
Are
to
you
have the
gonna
drive to
like go
conquer it.
through the steps of like even the dead ends and how you got through it so that people know about like the actual ways to
Oh
file
yeah.
the charges and the processes? I think that would be really, really
Yeah.
informative.
I'm actually going to write a whole book on
Because
this
man, you've
because
gotten some red tape. Like, that would be an understatement.
red tape doesn't even. I mean, I had to. For those of you that have heard or haven't heard, like I called the FBI because I was like, law enforcement's not doing their job. Judges aren't doing their job. There's no way that I can follow a court order that shouldn't even be a court order when that state's not even following their own jurisdiction. They're not following their own statutes, according to the statutes, anyone that's been convicted of a violent crime especially a felony, doesn't get custodial rights to their offspring.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he did. He did. I shit you not.
Wow.
And I had to fight it. So, I mean, it's been a long, long road to toe. And I had to go to the attorney general's office. I had mentioned this before, like, she became my best friend. And, I mean, she contacted other states that, that I was working with to get things moving. And she had to tell them, like, our state's not doing their job. They're not doing it. They dropped the ball. You have to keep her protected. She rates a 10 out of 10 for fatality rate. Like, if he finds her, he's going to kill her. So, it was that serious. And that's why I had to go the route I did when it came to protecting myself and my family, because, I didn't have a choice. And I've been reamed in the ass about, well, why are you on YouTube? And I'm like, because it's freeing me from wanting to live in a forest and hide in a RV or something for the rest of my life. I'm able to be free. I'm able to be free. Like, I'm going to fucking cry. Like, I'm finally going to be able to be free.
And that's an amazing feeling.
Wow. Yeah.
To not live in
Well,
fear and to
yeah.
feel like, I'm getting to take my life back completely.
Oof. I got all up in my emotions. Hold on.
That
I got to
the
find
little
something to
monkey
dry my eyeballs.
is truly like safe.
Yeah, for the rest of her life.
Yeah, because that was up in the air for a while. With the
Mhm.
whole.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's so many
Like,
stories that
especially
come into it
because I
that's
kept
like
getting
just
sick.
crazy with the visitation and the tree and the storm and.
Yeah, that was insane. And that's why when people are like, oh, I don't believe in God, and I'm like, you're crazy. Like, being, Jewish or, practicing Judaism, we have a little bit of a different perspective. But what I can say is there is a God, and there is a God that is going to protect you.
Yes.
All you have to do is ask him to. And when I read the court papers, and I'm looking at these court papers, and I'm looking at what my daughter said, which Kaylee had a copy of, I showed it to her. And when a child of 4 years old who just turned 4, like when it happened, she was under 4. By the time she got her forensic interview, she was 4. And like, I'm shaking right now. And she said what she said, which is, he pooped out of his penis and it landed on my leg and it was white and sticky and I had to clean it off.
Oh, wow.
And she was very, very, like, descriptive. It's and I'll never forget, it was Thanksgiving Day and I'm sitting on my bed and I'm reading through the court papers and I'm looking at this police report and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? And I'm like, and it says right on there, needs further investigation. And the little deputy that was running the case dropped the ball on it.
Mm.
Thank God that there was another case open in another state. So, it's, and then a judge going, well, you're going to sit here in open court, mind you. You're going to tell me he's this great guy. And I go, are we on record? And he goes, yes. And I go, I cannot lie on record. And
That
that's
was
when
the
I
deputy
snapped.
that said that, fathers don't do that to their children, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
If that was the case, the world would be a freaking lot better place. They shouldn't, but they do.
Yep.
Maybe because you wouldn't do that to your child does not. I mean, that is a very scary position of power to be in, to have that mindset.
I don't know how it is where you all live, but where I live, to be as conservative as we are, our court system is so soft on those types of crimes.
Actually, sexually violent crimes are punishable by death sentence in the state of Texas.
Under the age of 12?
Yep. She was one when it started.
Just passed that in Florida. Woo-woo.
Yeah. And
watch her. She was 1 when it started.
Oh my God.
And he did it till she was 4. He would
That's
rape her.
crazy. you know,
To the
and
point
I
that
just
she went through the
And
change at
the
7,
dog.
and
wow,
the dog. He raped the dog.
goodness.
Yeah.
But
So,
you know, we have a guy here that it's been 13, 14, it's been almost 15 years since he was charged, and he still hasn't gone to trial because he has connections. He ran a daycare out of his house, him and his wife. And
it's
it's
freaking
like,
disgusting.
I don't understand. Like, I know somebody else who was married to someone that I know. And after they split up and divorced, the freaking Texas, not Texas Rangers, but the Attorney General's office and um, I think there was a guy from the FBI and our local police department knocked on his door and he got, 5 counts of possession of child pornography. And he still, I mean, he pled not guilty. And that was like 2019 that happened.
Is he currently incarcerated? If he is currently
No,
he's still
no.
walking around?
Yes, he hadn't even gone to trial. It's nuts.
Well,
What
I
is it?
talked to my attorney today, and she said that she will be more than happy to help me do what I need to do. So
Good.
it's just about, making sure that it goes federal, not state. And being that I have documentation of 3 states,
Mm-hmm.
um, if I had not had that documentation, which I'm so glad, and Bill B knows this, that like I save everything. I have,
Yeah.
those big giant Rubbermaid tubs are like 50
Mm-hmm.
gallons or whatever. I have 3 of those full of just text messages, emails, just documentation after documentation, court papers, everything.
Yeah.
Since, like 2013. So,
Is this a
um,
result of a said judge? You know,
oh, the one that died.
yeah. Is him being out of the way?
Yep.
Why this is?
Well, it's him
Imagine
being out
that.
of the it's about him being out of the way and another
The
state
ball rolling.
moving,
Right.
moving. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So finally there's movement. So
So that
it's
puts in perspective for anybody that questions, like, how much was this judge really like
Mm,
hindering and not doing? I mean, his absence is speaking volumes.
yeah.
yeah.
And hey, everything happens for a reason. I am
Not only that, but once that judge was out of off the bench is what it's called. He's no longer allowed to hold a judicial stance. He's not allowed to be on a bench. He was completely removed, bar removed. Um he passed away last June, I think, as I sent it to you. And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm laughing and I'm excited." And it was like, I know it was kind of creepy and weird, but yeah. Anyways, so the next judge that stepped in, there was some papers filed, and that judge denied those papers on the other person's behalf and was like, "No." And I believe that in part that him as attorney know if they start digging, he's gonna keep getting, his requests revoked because they know better. The next judge that stepped in knows judicial law, knows the statutes. So, I mean, anyone who knows the state statutes for family law would know that the judge was not following family law. And I think it really pissed off the judge when I was reiterating that to him and I was quoting revised statute to him, and he was like, "I don't want to see you back in my courtroom without an attorney." And I was like, "I don't need an attorney. I'm perfectly capable of representing myself. I have the knowledge." And it pissed him off. And then I couldn't find an attorney that would go up against a judge.
Mm-hmm.
That was the next big step, or go up against law enforcement. So that's why I had to
Yeah.
go to the attorney general's office, and then she would show up in court with me, and they were like, "Well, we know something's not right because we have the AG in here now." So they knew that they messed up, and they knew they dropped the ball. So it was just a matter of getting it past that part and then getting the documentation of, her medical records and everything that has followed, like, so there's this test. So if you've ever been chronically abused and you started puberty extremely abnormally early, that's called a tanner. You're tannering. And so it's the actual word for it is precocious puberty. And when you have precocious puberty, it's either because you have like ovarian cancer at a very young age, or you have been sexually abused chronically. And it'll throw your body into thinking that it's an adult form when it's not. And so my daughter went into puberty at 7. And I had to homeschool her because other students would not understand why she was built
Have
like she's
mercy.
16 at 7 or
Goodness.
8. So when they did her blood work came back at her age group was like 17
Wow.
at 8.
Poor
So
baby.
all of that
Can you imagine having to worry
paperwork.
about pads and tampons in freaking elementary school? Like, I would be
Can you
freaked out.
well, oh yeah, well, you couldn't really tell in the picture I sent you, but I mean, you can ask B. I've showed B, and she's built just like me. She wears my clothes now, and she's only 10.
She's been wearing your stuff for a little while now, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, but she's extremely like mature.
but her
like,
brain is not. Her body thinks it's a woman, but her brain doesn't understand. And so, like, she still
she's
has issues with
very
like
mature and very like just all the way around. Compared to most kids her age, she's she's drawing and just she's very chill and just not most she's way above her years.
she's very introverted. Like, she does not right now. She's finally come out of the phase that she's a boy. And I think that's out of fear of it happening again. So she would just rather be a boy than a girl because she knows what happens when she's a girl.
Does she think that doesn't happen to boys?
You have to remember, she doesn't really understand.
Right. Bless her.
So you wait. You just wait, Kaylee.
So
and
how
Kaylee
how are
is
you
you're
dealing
gonna
with
shit.
her?
She's really feeling the stress. Are you talking about what's going on right now? She's really feeling the stress. She's back to wedding. And she can't control it.
Do you hide it from her, or are you honest with her and open? Or
I'm very honest with her. I don't ask her questions because they can be subjective, and I don't ever want to be questioned by law enforcement that I've planted ideas in her head. Right. So I don't ask her questions. So if they ever ask me, I'm not lying.
But you're honest with her, like where the investigation's at and how it's going, even when it's bad?
No, I don't talk to her about it, but she knows that there is one, and she knows that I have court. So, she doesn't really want to deal with it, but she knows that it's in her best interest, kind of thing. So it's a lot to take in as a parent, as a mom, because you feel like you failed your only job, and that's your only job is to protect your children. As Watcher well knows, she was ran through the mud because, of whatever incidents her children have been through. I mean, we can only do our best as a parent. Kaylee can only do her best as a parent. We can only, as parents, raise our children to the best of our ability. What they do after that is their own doing. We can only do something. We can't control them. If she goes out and does something silly, or my other kids go out and do something silly, you can't blame me for it. You can't blame my rearing for it. And that would freaking eat me up every time I would hear some stupid shit come like out of someone's mouth like that, because they are another whole separate human being. We can't control them. All we can do is instill good values into our children and hope for the best, you know, and set the example that you want them to be.
Right.
But they still have a mind of their own to make those decisions. So, you know, it is what it is. Um, I'm hoping and praying between therapy and, you know, what is taking place at the moment that it'll help her healing process. It'll help her be free from the thought of, could this ever happen again? What if something happens to my mom? Will I have to go back there? That has probably been our biggest fear. Me going in and out of the hospital thing is like, oh my gosh, what happens if something happens to me? I'm like, nothing can happen to me until she's 18, period. You know,
Yeah.
Where would she go? So those were very, very heavy weighing issues. And hopefully this will resolve a lot of those. And she could be, I just want her to be able to be a damn kid. That's it. I just want her to be able to be a kid and be able to be fearless and fun and have a good life, not constantly under worry or stress or those types of things. This was really heavy.
Well,
Sorry, guys.
I think the thing that you have to remember though is um she probably won't ever get to be a kid. It's always going to look different for her. So finding the things that make her light up and focusing on those things and drawing out those qualities in her is what's going to open her up to
She's
be
really
a
good
lot,
at drawing, like
yeah, a
art.
lot more
Really,
well-rounded,
really good.
you know, because
She's
she probably won't ever be that extroverted kid that wants to run out and make friends,
no,
but
because
that's
she's
probably
got to
going to
take
be a
care of
blessing.
mom.
Yeah, but it's probably going to be
That's
a blessing because when she does let people in, hopefully
she
she
don't
will learn
even she
to
don't
let
look
the
at it that
right
way though. This'll be she'll have
in.
peace whenever mom is at peace. Like she's so like just they're each other's rocks, because what Inky's saying like about just wanting peace for her, like she just wants to see peace for her. Like I remember when Inky first started coming on and doing the bingo stuff, like I could just see, she was really coming out of her shell a little bit more and more because of seeing Inky doing it, and they were doing the merch together, and Monkey was designing and stuff like it. They just want to know the other one is all right.
Yeah.
And right now she's really, it's been
And the
over the
damn
last,
dog.
yeah, poor little guy.
Yeah,
You see
leave the
him back
dog
there?
alone.
Oh wow, is
Ruru.
that a little black spot?
Yeah.
There.
What you
Oh.
doing? He's in his coat.
Yeah, like she pushed that dog out of Monkey's twins. I'll just say that.
Kaylee, that you don't understand. If you ever went somewhere with her, you would understand how close that dog is to like everybody in the family. Like that dog.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Look, we were driving somewhere. It was Inky's turn to drive. I'm passed out on the front seat. I woke up. That dog was from the back seat, sleeping on my shoulder while I slept, his head next to mine. He was like leaned over the back seat of the car.
And then there was one where he had his head on your head.
Yeah. Like the dog thinks he's a human.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Are you
Is he the only dog?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an only child.
Spoiled rotten. I can tell it.
That dog will
Pictures
get
on
up
my
in the
phone with that dog with a binky in
Even
its
with
mouth.
my own stores. Yeah, I sent Kaylee a picture. He had a bottle and a binky issue. He had to have his baba and he had his own binky and blanket and yeah.
Oh wow.
I can't remember. Yeah. He's
And I
spoiled.
thought mine were spoiled. They get
He
animal
does.
cookies every night.
Mine gets a home cooked meal.
Oh,
Right now he's on his breakfast. Every morning he gets a McGriddle and a egg McMuffin or sausage egg McMuffin. And then he yells at me and says, "Mom, I'm a Jew. I'm gonna be unclean till tomorrow." Yeah, he gives me static. He doesn't want to eat pork. Um,
that's funny.
but uh, so he gets that, and then he gets dinner, and he gets like a pound of hamburger cooked for him in the morning, and a pound of hamburger cooked for him in the evening.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You go,
But he's
girl.
like he has a sensitive tummy and he has allergies. So like when I have him on dog food, he started peeing blood and
Mm-hmm.
his fur, he was getting like these weird like welts and itchy spots and his fur was coming off. So he has to be home cook fed.
Yeah. That's my gray one. He had a lot of problems when he got sick. And we don't know, we still don't know what it was. And
I don't trust dog food. I yell at B all the time about him feeding his cats cat food.
yeah, I don't, I don't trust it either, but I don't have
Yelled at by
I don't have
Arky.
the ability to feed the others, not both of these freakers. Nope.
Better stop ignoring her. She's all
She says,
caption
I
down
thought
there.
he was going to say the dog was driving. I do have a picture of him driving, and he likes to mess with the radio and the blinkers,
He also
the
likes to
door
shut the
locks,
car
the
off when we're
windows. He
shuts the
likes to shut
car
the
off
car
when we're on
off.
a roll.
Yeah.
Here, let's just throw it in reverse while you're
Oh my
cruising
He's
down
done
the
gosh.
that.
street.
He's threw it in neutral before.
He
But
howls.
because it's push
No, he
start,
howls.
he sticks his paws up there. Yeah. Watch. Woo, woo, woo. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Where's my phone at? Hold on. Let's see if I can get him to do it.
He howls at police cars.
I
He
love
Yeah,
howls
that
at
he's scared. He's scared of the popo too.
he howls
shit.
at cows. Cows he howls at for some reason.
Where's the cow? You see the cowie? Where's the horsey?
He's
He's like,
looking.
don't mess with me, woman.
What?
He howls when she drops me off at the airport, or if they're going to the airport to get me.
That's hilarious. Oh. Mine's sitting here looking like, what?
Yeah.
Who's that? He's all up in my lap. He's like, Mom, what's going on over here?
He's like,
What do
I'm
you
going back to sleep.
Sometimes he doesn't stop. There was a police station close to her old shop, and he loved to howl at them.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I can't hardly get mine to how hell
He's
he
like,
don't even.
oh no, it's the popo. We gotta go. I'm black and tan. I'm Puerto Rican, y'all. They're coming for me. I gotta go.
Oh goodness. That was funny. And he's like, screw this, I'm going back to sleep. Good night. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Thanks so much.
I know. Kaylee remembers if I didn't pay attention to him, he would start bellowing and whining. Oh my gosh.
He still
So it's
does.
another
Just wait. The only reason he's not is because it's not that cold.
yeah.
You'll
He has
you'll hear Inky. She was doing her little bingo balls like when she had the real ones and she was chasing them around everywhere. And finally, I'm
Mhm.
like, Inky, what is that noise? Like she's like, what? And I'm like, is that your dog? And she's like, can you hear him? Like, God.
He'd be like,
And just look behind, and he's just right there, just shivering with his little blanket and his little snuggie on. And she's, oh, do you want me to come snuggle with you? Like I'm only in the middle of a bingo game. Like you little shit.
That's
He
And
too
he
was
just
funny.
gradually get louder and louder.
he's because he has trauma too, like he cannot be left alone. He has to be with mommy everywhere. So he's always had to go to work with me and I mean, when you have a business where you have clients coming in and they're like, "Whoa, there's a Doberman in there," you know.
Yeah.
But he's always had to go with me. If not, I mean, he would be so stressed out. Like he would cry until he would go hoarse. Like you couldn't leave
Yeah.
him at home. It was
She
not
was
going to happen.
you were outside. We were on FaceTime doing something, and I'm like, "What is he doing?" He just comes and gets up in her lap, like,
Hmm.
which
Yeah.
is like his butt in her lap and his feet on the ground. Like, what? I
He's as big
fit.
as me.
You know how many
He
times
looks he looks small, but he really is as big as me. Hold on.
Like,
you know
I
how many
can't get
times
wet, Mom. Come on, scoot over.
Kayla, do you know how many times that dog has stepped on my boys trying to jump in my lap like that?
Oh man,
Thinks he's a freaking chihuahua.
He does.
that's funny.
Except he's 100-pound Doberman.
How old is he?
Yeah, same age as Monkey. I'm pretty sure, right, Inky?
Yeah.
He's just a little guy.
How old is he, Inky?
How
10.
old is he?
little guy. Huh?
How old?
Oh, she's got to give him her undivided attention now. She'll be back.
How old is he?
He's 9.
9.
Hmm.
Same age as Stinker.
Almost. They're like a year apart. They're like 10 months apart.
Yeah. Trust me, they're
She
close
she
enough
raised
to-
him. Yeah, so that's how he got Binky and bottle addicted, is because she was on the bottle.
Ooh.
And so she would feed him, and then he would bring it to me when it was empty, and I'd be like, "She already drank that?" No, she was feeding it to him. And then she got him addicted to the Binky, so he'd walk around with this little pink Binky in his mouth. You know, the round ones you get from the hospital,
Yeah.
the round pink ones or green ones. Yeah.
Yep.
So he's walking around with that in his mouth, curled up in his blankie.
Oh, little baby.
Yeah.
He's got to sleep under a blanket every night, too.
Yeah. Even with his coat on. If it's cold, he has to have his coat on too.
Oh, he's so spoiled.
And he's
I
got
love
to, most nights he's sleeping touching someone. He'll go room to room, whatever.
Yeah.
That's how, well, my two are like that. One of them's got to be up by my head on my pillow, and the other one has usually got their chin across my ankles. So
Georgia
He's got-
girl says that hers sings to opera. Like Celine Dion or Whitney Houston, he'll start bellowing. He'll be like,
that's
"Oh."
funny.
I think it's that high pitched noise.
Now, my other pit bull that passed away in last November, he was a talker. Like, and he grunted. He would grunt at me a lot. The
Mhm.
the female that I have now, she growls at me when she wants something. Like, she'll come sit down when she tells me now when it's time to eat, because I got them animal cookies at the grocery store last time. So
Like
she
regular
makes,
animal cookies or doggy animal cookies?
regular animal cookies.
Oh, I love those.
I know, and
Frosted
the
ones.
ones
The
at
frosted ones are
HEB
the best.
have like a little taste of vanilla to them. They're
Oh
real
my
good.
gosh, I miss HEB.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a
Girl,
giant Walmart.
for groceries, yeah, they got
Mhm.
everything.
They got
I love
fingernail
it.
polish. They got everything at HEB.
Yep, they do, girl. They got a whole beauty section.
Oh, Watcher, oh my gosh. I'm going to hit a Whataburger and a Waffle House. All I got to say.
Okay. I went to Whataburger today, girl. I had me a burger, cut the tomatoes and lettuce, a number one with mayonnaise and mustard and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yum,
good.
yum, yum.
That grill they used was seasoned just right.
Oh,
Okay.
so good. I don't know why people don't like Waffle House. I love some Waffle House.
I love me some Waffle House too.
Because they look
Yeah.
sketchy as hell.
It
But
is.
they do have good.
Uh-uh.
They do have good food.
The freaks come out at night.
Yeah. And you better watch out because there'll be some weed flying across the
Who?
parking
Yeah.
lot.
Who don't love some freaking World Star and scrambled eggs? Hell to the yeah.
But I like
Yep.
the ham and eggs with that big ass piece of ham they give you. It's like a big old slab like
The
this.
ham steak.
Yeah, that stuff is so good. Mm-mm-mm.
And they're open 24/7, and that just has
Do they
to just be.
have a fuzzy taco by you, Watcher?
What?
Yeah, we have one here.
Listen, what is your? You got it. First beavers, now fuzzy tacos. Is there something you need to tell me?
It's called fuzzy taco.
Yep, we've got one here.
Are you
It's
going
so
through a
good.
chick
Just
phase?
about everything in this town when it comes to food, except for Papados and Papacitos.
Oh,
Those are the.
Papados is good.
What's
I know I
that?
love Papados.
Okay, Inky, why don't you tell everybody how far you drive for freaking burrito, whatever it is?
Oh, but that's
250
good.
miles
It's good.
One way?
one way.
What
It
is
is.
it?
Right. And she's done
But
it 3 times.
it's good. It is good Mexican next to some good old San Antonio freaking taco,
Yeah.
not taqueria, but Mexican. It's that gravy, that meat gravy they got.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it is to die for. Oh my gosh, it is so good.
I can
She'll
feel
be over
my
here, then she'll be
arteries
like,
hurting.
"Ooh, hot, these little chilies."
Arkansas goes, who the hell wants a fuzzy taco? That's just what it's called. It's called fuzzies, fuzzy taco.
Inky
Yep.
does. She's going through a phase. Don't just let her get it up.
Yeah.
And then there's in Austin, they have this gourmet tamale place that I want to eat at again. I've only eaten there one time. And it was so good. But I'd love
Are
to go
you by
back.
College Park?
Um
Or are you closer to Houston?
I'm closer to Houston. So I'm about 100 miles north of Houston, and I'm about 150 miles south of Dallas.
Okay.
So
I know where you are.
yeah,
Kind of
so I'm
sort of,
in
yeah.
College Station, Texas A&M University.
Oh, is that what it's called? College Station? I called it College Park. I meant College Station.
Yeah, College Station.
Aggies.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
They're where their big ass there's a giant ass statue. Is it Abraham Lincoln or something?
Sam Houston.
Sam Houston. That's duh. It's Sam Houston Highway. I should have known that. It's Sam Houston Highway, and there's this big giant statue. I mean, he's got to be like at least 2 stories high, maybe
Yeah,
3.
that's where I went. That's where I graduated from college. That's in Huntsville, and that's about 50 minutes from where I live. That statue.
Hail to the yeah.
That's right off of
I-45.
I-45 and the 35W.
No, it's
Look like you're doing the YMCA.
so
YMCA.
now up by Dallas. There's the big Tex guy that for the state fair.
That
but
means
then-
watcher. That means that you know how what is that preacher's name? And he has that. Every time I've driven down through there, I've seen his church. What's his name?
Which one in Houston or down?
The one that's down by College Station. He has the dark hair.
Joel
Joel
Osteen.
Osteen.
Joel Osteen. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's his church is down there.
yeah, it's in
Georgia,
Houston.
Georgia
Yeah.
girl. They ain't found them inmates. I think we'll be all right. I think we'll make a clean break. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna break Georgia girl out of the hospital all ninja style. But watch her crazy
I
gonna
love
drive.
Texas.
She just said for her not to hit the curb because we'll get caught. But I mean, considering they ain't found them inmates yet, I think we'll be all right. I think we might just make a clean break.
Okay. Shit.
Okay.
Her ass better get better. Figure out what the hell's going on with her.
Dang, that
Um,
means I wasn't too far from you, Watcher, not too long ago.
Oh, you should have told me, girl.
That's okay. I'll be back there in a week.
Oh, cool. Well, let me know, girl. We'll go eat. I'm about food. Look, I like food.
So
Watcher
do I.
knows a good food truck.
I have an affair with food. I love food, especially good food.
Shoot.
And Houston has some they have some of the best there's this place and it looks like a boat or a bus or something, and they have, I wanted to say Creole, but it's not Creole. What the hell is it? It's like
Cajun?
Cajun food.
Yeah, that's
I
that
can't
salt
remember
people.
what it's called, but I love me some Cajun food. And there's this restaurant in Houston, and it's huge Cajun restaurant, and it's like a metal building, and it has like these little windows. It looks like a bus or a boat or
Does that
hold on.
say Shaquille Oatmeal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. I'll tell you what it is right now.
I can't.
It's not Raging Cajun. It's uh,
Right?
is it Bordeaux's Kitchen? It's really cool looking from the outside.
Huh.
Is it like a pontoon boat or something? What do you mean? I'm
It
intrigued.
it's not, it just looks
Is it on water?
no
So it's
uh
the building is like looks like a boat, or it is a
it's
boat.
I just um
We have one
I'm
here
intrigued.
in town that's an actual boat.
is it
And
that what it
it's called the Shipwreck. It used to be called the Captain's Oyster
maybe
Bar.
that's what it is because it looks like a boat or something.
And this one is a boat. Yeah, it's a
Maybe
boat.
that's it. It just
And,
looked really cool when I was there, and I remember going there because that's where I did the IVF to have my daughter, was
oh
in
wow,
Houston. Yeah.
right on. Bless your heart for having to be here. No, I like Texas. Houston, not so much. Texas, yeah, some of it anyway.
I like most of Texas. Austin's a little Americanized, like, it's kinda like
Yeah.
it looks like a California kinda thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they act. They're very, like, liberal type compared to the rest of Texas.
Agreed.
Yeah. But I've lived everywhere from Dallas, Fort Worth, Waco, San Antonio, all over.
Oh wow,
Yeah. I
I
like
didn't know.
it. I remember when I was driving, I think it was down 35, and there's a lot of like farms out there.
Uh
And I remember seeing this big, giant, like it looked like a box fan out in a field,
huh.
if you know what a box fan is. And I
Yep.
remember it was like I hadn't been out there more than a month. And I was like, oh, look, they got outdoor air conditioning for the cows. And I never was laughed at so much. They were like, she is such a city girl.
Girl,
You'd
I
see
have
me out walking around the pasture in high heels, and they
okay.
would just die.
I had a friend come down here from New York, and we were driving down the road, and there was a bird eating something dead in the middle of the road, and
Oh,
it took off, and he goes, "Oh my God, that's the biggest crow I've ever seen." I
the
died
damn
laughing.
buzzard.
Yes, I was like, "Dude, what?" He said, "A blackbird, a crow." I said, "That wasn't a crow, that was a buzzard." He was like, "A buzzard?" I was like, "Yeah, a vulture, a buzzard." He
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, I thought that was a crow."
No, those things are ginormous. They
Like, what?
stand almost as tall as I do.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
I was
saying
like,
much.
"Oh my God,
Hey,
I've
you
heard
just
it
zip
all."
it over there, B. He's making fun of my height again,
Yeah, well, I mean,
little weasel.
you are only like what, 3 and 3/4.
She's something
Five
like
foot,
that.
5 foot.
5 foot.
Wait, what happened to 4'11"?
That's what he keeps saying because I'm like, if I was only like an inch or two shorter, I'd be driving around in a booster seat.
You got stilettos on today?
I have to. I have to
Yep.
I have to wear platform shoes when I'm driving so I can reach the pedals, okay?
Yeah, we can't take your ass to the damn amusement park. You can't ride none of the rides.
I'm barely tall enough to ride like, like the big scary rides.
Yeah,
I'm always like this much over the limit.
that's
Or
hilarious.
In heels.
Right?
yeah. They've made me take off my shoes before, B. They're like, "No, we need to make sure you're tall enough."
That's funny.
I'm like, "I'm almost 50 years old. What do you mean?" Yeah.
Hell, your age ain't gonna keep you in that seat or that seat belt.
I know, right?
Oh.
When I read that, and I think I found out because I was reading the requirements, the law requirement. Matter of fact, it was in Texas. The law requirements for booster seats, like how old does a child need to be before it can be out of a booster seat, right? Which I believe is 12, or they have to be over a certain height and weight. And I was like, dang, like I barely clear the height weight limit for a booster seat. That's what started it like 10 years ago.
That's hilarious.
I was just thinking the same thing, Georgia girl. They are making me hungry. And when somebody brought up the burritos from the specific place, Kaylee, that Inky goes to, they have a carne asada steak. Oh my god, it has got so much freaking flavor in it, and the burrito is like the size of a full size dinner plate. It's huge.
Damn.
But their
And what's
chile
it
rellenos
called?
are so good.
Those
What's
things, they don't look good. They look disgusting, but
It's so good.
What's
So
the name of the place?
Roberto's.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really good. But they only have them in Nevada.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you
I
have to
meant to
drive
ask you,
So every once in a while I'll drive all the way out there just to get some Roberto's.
hey, if I
100
go to,
miles?
sorry, go ahead.
You said it was 150 miles?
250.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
way.
But it's
Um,
good. It's good. It would be like me, like when I lived in Florida and I would drive like all the way to like New Orleans to get some like Johnny White's, like seafood. Like, oh my gosh. I like me some New Orleans cooking too. That Cajun stuff is
Yeah.
good. Cajun lobster. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
Yummy.
I've never tried that, but I've got a friend that's got a Cajun place here.
You've got to get some Cajun lobster at least once in your life. It needs
He
to be
keeps
on your
telling me I
bucket
got to
list.
try the gator.
Yes.
I don't know about all that. Nope. Won't do
Yes.
it. I won't do no cow
Is
balls
it
either.
fried?
Nope.
Do they fry it?
The gator, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
He said he also
There's
makes a gator stir fry that he swears is delicious.
I bet it is. I've
Watcher
had
just
gator
mentioned a restaurant that has that. It was the one that started with the B.
the Boudreaux.
Yeah. Um yeah. It has snake and alligator there.
Yeah, that's like my buddy's place. I mean, that's what he's trained in. He owns that, and then he owns a Mexican place in another state. But he swears, he's like, man, you got to try this stuff. I'm like, I don't know. But
The gator is good, and I got tricked into eating it the first time, and I loved it. I didn't know what it was, but I loved it. It was good. And after that, I was like, "Ooh, I want to try it again just to make sure." Now that I know what it is, and I liked it even more the second time around. So then I started trying it at different places, like Papados has it.
That's it,
Um,
Papados.
yeah, Papados has gator, fried gator.
Mhm.
Theirs, you have to be careful though, because it's not like I think they
Fried
buy it,
pickles.
yeah, frozen, and if they don't cook it right, it's rubbery, and I don't like it rubbery. But I've had it on kebabs, like where they've grilled it on a grill. Oh, it's good. It's good.
yeah, he keeps telling me I got to try it. He said the stir fry he makes with it is unbelievable.
I'd love to try that.
And he makes like a gumbo with it.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. You're making me hungry.
I know. Makes me want some crawfish pistolets. Mm.
Good
Oh,
night,
I
Georgia
found out
girl.
how you eat. I found out how you eat crawfish, and I just can't do it
Why?
because
They're
they like
good.
they like suck the head
Well,
off or
you
something.
no, what you do is like you pop the head off, and a lot of people will suck the head because that's where the all the seasoning is, and that's what they're doing is they're getting the fat and the seasoning out of there. It's not really like the people say it's the brains. They don't have no damn brain. And then what you do is you have to pop the first two little things off the tail, and then you push the pinch the bottom of the tail and pull that meat out, and then I take the poop vein out of it and then dip it in butter. It's good.
That's
Everything's
what I have
good
to do
dipped
with
in butter.
that's what I have to do with my shrimp too. Make sure that the little poop veins out. Ugh.
Yeah, I can't do the poop vein.
Mm-mm.
Oh, It's gritty. Tastes like dirt. That's why they call them
Yeah.
mud bugs.
Yuck.
Yep. That's what it
So
tastes
how
like.
about Rocky Mountain oysters? Do you know
Uh,
they
Nope.
tricked me?
yeah.
They
So,
were like, "Come on, they're here, try these. They're like chicken
mhm.
McNuggets."
Yep,
I
exactly.
just
I
need to put
tried
some
them when I was
balls in
a
your
kid.
mouth.
Yep, bull balls.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-mm.
I should have known better because all the adults were laughing. That's okay. I went behind the truck and trailer and drank all their beer. That's what they got. We were on a trail
So
run.
B's probably not familiar with this, but
Why do I
you
have to
know,
not be familiar with it?
I've lived all over the place, and when I get to Texas, I'm like, "What's beer 30?"
Anytime.
I didn't meet one guy that did not drive around with one in a koozie like this. This is a Monster though. This is so I'm not free advertising for Monster. In a koozie in the cup holder all day.
Okay.
I'm like, "What? You can't do that stuff in Cali. You would get so pulled over for that." But it's something that was like common there. Like it's beer 30.
Mm-hmm.
They start drinking it like noon o'clock. And I'm like, it
It's
was a
beer
culture shock.
30.
Yeah. And my whole family was from, the South and Oklahoma and all that. So it it was different, but it wasn't different. Like it was just like, hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta love it though. Texas is one of those places if you haven't been there, you should go at least once and go
Yeah.
enjoy the, sights and check it out.
Yeah. Come to Central Texas. We're much more hospitable.
First time I went to Texas,
You
it
want your
snowed.
tea sweet or unsweet?
Mhm.
I thought there was only one kind of tea. Sweet.
Sweet
Sweet.
tea. Sweet tea. But
Yeah.
they've got to where they're asking, "You want your tea sweet?" Well, they say, "Well, hi, honey, how you doing today?" And then they'll be like, "You want your tea sweet or unsweet?" It's cute.
Well, whichever dang gone way you want to bring it to me, lady, I don't
I'm
give a shit.
and when you ask for sweet tea, that you just be prepared.
Oh
It's going to
yeah,
be sweet. Yeah.
most
That's something
definitely.
else. Waterburger makes a good sweet tea.
They really do.
Hmm.
Them and Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, believe it or not, makes a really good sweet tea.
I've never really been into Chick-fil-A.
I love Chick-fil-A.
I just don't like chicken. I'm like the little cow that's like, "Eat more chicken." Yeah, because I'm a cow person, not a chicken person.
The Chick-fil-A is good. There was one right around the corner from your old shop.
Hmm.
I went there once when I was out there.
I'm
Just
not
'cause-
big on chicken, but I like Chick-fil-A.
I like hot wings. Does that count?
Yeah, we got wings and more. Wings and more is like the big thing, and
Hmm.
Wingstop. Wingstop's another good one.
Arkansas is blasphemy. She goes, "Is Oklahoma the South?" Well, I don't know, but they talk like it. I just like
Well,
they call everybody sister and brother.
or
I think it's
honey.
just a Southern thing. Yeah, honey. People used to make one of my clients. Okay. So one of my clients, she came in and I was supposed to do the restoration of her RV. And I was like, "Okay, darling." Mind you, I hadn't been back on the West Coast in years. So I still had a lot of twang to my voice. And she goes, "I don't know who you're calling darling. I'm not your sweetie." And I was like, "Whoa." And then after she got to know me, she like kind of warmed up to me, but it's taken a lot for me to like not use those little pet words, but I still
Hmm.
do when I'm typing, but audibly I try to refrain from it because there's so many people that either take it like I'm flirting or they take it like I'm offending them or something. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Every dude on here that you've ever called hun just had their heart broken.
Especially B.
Okay, darling.
You don't have to call me darling.
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 Uh,
Oh, goodness. Well, party people, I better get my butt to bed. Tomorrow's
Hey,
yes,
Friday.
me too. I,
Look, I texted somebody this morning, happy hump day.
What is wrong with you?
They
and don't
texted me
forget,
back, bitches,
watch
Thursday.
watcher. We have what is it? Is it 150 B?
Yes.
If
Well,
we
however
get
you want to
15,
split it. If you want to do 100 or you want to do whatever, I don't care how you split it. If you want to do 2 prizes, I don't care.
okay. Well, we could do the blackout round as one prize, and then the pull for the raffle could be the second one.
That's
If you
fine.
want to
Do
do
the
it that way.
blackout for 50 and do the other one for 100. I don't care.
Yeah. Because we have bingo tomorrow. And I think I'm going to do it at 7 p.m. just because I have this really long road trip that I'm going on. So I won't be streaming on Saturday. I need to
Okay.
cancel that stream. So we're doing bingo tomorrow at 7.
Awesome.
And if we have at least 15 players, we're going to do $150 worth of giveaways.
Oh,
So
sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Well, if you do, you're going to just, if you get the players, text me and I'll send you the
okay.
money. I'll be at work, so I won't know either way.
Okay. I know Kaylee's going to be here, and I know Get to Know's going to be here, and I know my little flying squirrel will be here. So that's 3.
You're flying squirrel.
Yeah. Sugar glider.
Oh, yeah.
I
Arkansas
call her
says
my
it's
little
too good.
flying squirrel.
Arkansas is too good to come play.
And I know Kaylee's going to be here.
Watcher might show up, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm going to try to.
Arky, are you going to be here?
Unless my ass is passed out in this recliner, I'll be here. Today's the first. Oh, wait. Did I take a nap today? I don't think I took a nap today. I think today's the first day I haven't taken a nap in the last week.
I think Ryan's going to be here also.
And Wendy and Harley Dad.
Wendy, Harley Dad.
Amy said she was going to try to make it.
Amy.
Arkansas is a goat.
Opa.
Opa will be here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we only need a few more. We have 8.
Arkansas should be backing it up.
Yeah, I'll message a couple people, and since it's earlier, I know they'll come because a lot of them are they're like, "Girl, I'm old. I go to bed early."
Yeah. Well, I am trying to get on earlier, you guys, and I am trying to stream daily. And I think I've done pretty good over the last couple of weeks. I've been almost on every day. So
cool.
I know that I won't be able to be on for a few days. It'll be very hit or miss. If I am, it's because I've like planted myself in my temporary living facility until this is done. So, woo, woo. But
right on.
Arkansas said she goes, I will be backing that booty up.
Back it up.
And we still need to do a karaoke night too.
Oh Lord, I scary of you. I sing
no,
good,
you have a pretty voice.
Don't put no music to it though.
No, you have a pretty voice.
Horrible.
But thank you for being up, Watcher. I greatly appreciate you.
Thank you for having me, and I love you, precious. I hope you have well, I'll see you tomorrow. I was gonna say I hope you have safe travels, but I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
All right.
But I am bringing stuff to stream. I just will have to wait till I get there to stream. So
gotcha. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Yes. Good night, Watcher.
Rub your nipples for me one time.
He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
And then when you're done, you can rub your belly like twice. Like you do the nipples 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and then the belly twice with each hand.
Rub the Buddha's belly.
I'm just saying pineapple juice. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Good night, Kaylee. Night, Shaquille Oatmeals.
I know. I think that's such a cute name, Shaquille Oatmeal.
I know.
What is Arkansas saying? She might be one of those what?
Biatches on the phone while they doing it so I can participate.
Stop
it.
Oh my god, pineapple juice.
Yeah, you're gonna trigger Kaylee.
You just did. Stop it.
But I'm gonna jump off here. I have I have some stuff I have to do in the morning, and then I will be having bingo ready by 7. So I need to change the time on that. I think I have it set at 8, but I'm not sure. So I need to make sure. And then Yeah. So I have everything up and ready to go.
Yeah, I think I got a handful of people I can
Yeah. So
strong arm into coming.
all we need is 15 and we get to do a bigger giveaway. And that's what I'm
I'll
trying to
get
do is the more people we have in here, the more the bigger the pot can be so we can give away more,
I'll get
you know?
Betty and Kathy, American Honey. Yes, yes. It'll be fun, like old times.
Mhm.
Only thing we're missing is Mad Libs.
Oh, I know we
Coming
haven't done
soon.
that in a long time.
I don't know if I can
Been a
take
long.
it. My little tummy.
Oh my gosh.
I was watching
I,
through your
I
replay of that the other day when Jesse came up. I can't do it. The Little
so
Mermaid.
funny.
I think you
That
missed
was my
Jesse.
favorite one. He had his baby.
Jesse had a baby. What?
He had a baby.
With the
Yep, yep,
with
yep.
the
With his
same?
with his wifey.
They're
Did you
married?
just call her a thing?
I didn't say the thing. I said the same one.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said with the thing.
No, I
No.
believe they got married.
What?
Yeah.
Cheese and rice. Has
I
it been
think I
that
don't
long?
know. I think they might
Was it a?
still. I think the baby
Was it a?
still might be in the hospital because he was a little early.
Oh my goodness, a little boy.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah,
Goodness.
I do believe
Auntie
so.
Inky.
I know. Again,
Jeez.
I have a lot of them.
Nanny Mixie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13 if everybody I just wrote down shows up.
If they don't, oh, I'm a whopping bop them. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Just
so far
kidding.
we have up to 13. Come on, Shaquille Oatmeal, sign up for bingo tomorrow. You could win 150 bucks.
Well, make up your mind. Is it 100 or 150 you're going to do?
Well, because we have the blackout round plus the giveaway.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could win both.
Yeah.
That'd be some shit Kaylee would do.
She probably would. She probably would win.
Yeah, right. It'll be
Can
good to
I
know
put
we're
the
cheating,
link
but
for you all to vote on best costume, please? Yeah, go ahead.
who's that?
Yeah, drop the link.
Yeah, I subbed to them, so I know what you're saying. Yeah, they shared my stream earlier. It was pretty cool. So did Ryan.
I shared your stream earlier too.
Yeah, I shared it too.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
I
Jinx,
got
you owe me a
followers.
Coke. Yeah, because you're supposed to be wall twerking because IYQ2 paid you $10.
I like you too. I'll get her. Yeah, she needs it because she's. I have to show you this Inky. She drew my avatar. It looks just like it. It's got my little swoop and everything. I love it. Yeah, she's really, 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 really talented.
Well, if we bring IYQ2, we're at 14.
Who am I forgetting? That's
Did I
gonna
get
kick
Harley
my butt?
Dad? We have Get to Know, Sugar Glider, Kaylee, Arky, Watcher, B, Ryan, Wendy, Harley Dad, IYQ2, American Honey, Kathy, Betty, Opa. We're missing someone.
I will be at work.
Amy.
I'll get Giraffe Lovers, Glass Garden, Pet and Shoot. Betty. These are all like maybes, but between all of them, like I'm sure they will come over because they've been looking for a place to hang out anyway because Fumble's on a hiatus.
Oh, is he traveling?
Shaquila, it is a $10 bet for a $100 prize. It's not a bad
He's
odds.
getting his ducks in a row because it's gone real life at with work.
Well, I did send you that message. I hope you shared it back when it started.
Listen, you know how boys are.
I know.
But his wife, I love her Ambi Bambi. They're like, I can just, hear the little hints they're dropping about, oh, I heard she works in such and such, blah, blah, blah. Like, because it didn't get a reaction from him about his. So that'll be that's I don't even want to think about it because he has a good job.
Yeah.
Not that he doesn't.
Let's see.
So
OFG might show up. I'll write him down. Blood might show up. Who else? Who
oh,
else was in
hotspot.
chat?
I'll get hotspot.
Hotspot might show up.
Cassie, it'll be early, so Cassie will probably come. But speaking of that, hotspot just messaged me just now. Look at there. I can ask her.
Well, like I said, I will 90. It's a 99% chance I'll be at work.
Fast Eddie might. I wonder if Fast Eddie would.
He will if I tell him to. I'll tell him.
It's top notch. Let's see. Betty was in here for a little bit.
Yeah. She'll. Danielle, what's up with her?
Queen said
Oh,
she would
duh.
show up too.
Duh. Who was the one that kept winning?
You.
Queen.
It wasn't me. It was Get to Know.
Get to know and Queen.
Oh yeah, last time, yeah.
Ledgers.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember everybody. Did we get Opa? Opa, yeah. We'll see. And we'll start. I'll start the stream at like, how about 6:00? And that gives time for everybody to come in.
Yeah, and I can start sending out the link.
Okay.
Because most everybody is always just like, dang, I missed it, and and they're looking for something to do and hang out anywhere. And I don't think I've seen anybody else scheduled. And so if I get the link out there first, it's like, oh well, and if you've seen someone else link second, then. But I mean, I think someone else was scheduled for trivia. Maybe what's their name? Vic and
Vic BC.
Or Miss T, right?
Yeah.
Them too. Yeah, but I don't know if y'all.
Glass Garden said she'll try to make it.
I was gonna say I'd get Glass Garden and Giraffe Lovers to come. I was just about to text her. Well, look at there. Looky there. You got your ears are burning, girl. Who am I forgetting? That's gonna kick my butt.
Well, like I said, I'll be at work, so text me, and I'll just make sure the money's sent over in case I'm not off working tonight.
Oh, Johnny and PZ, duh.
Okay, that sounds good, B. Okay, we got Johnny and PZ.
Yeah, maybe they'll pop in.
Yeah.
Everybody likes money.
I know. I'm surprised more people don't play because it is like, or maybe they don't realize they can win money. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's they're like afraid to ask because it kind of when you pop in over here, it's like everybody's established and kind of already knows what they're doing, and they don't want to be the odd one out. That's like, hey, can you explain it to me from the beginning?
Yeah, and that's okay. We can go over it and explain it. It's
and a lot of people get intimidated by the 4 cards. Not me because I'm a gangster, but
I can make it 2 cards if it's easier. I just figured 4 cards would give you guys better odds.
Or just explain to them that they don't have to use them. Like, remember when you used to let people like just choose one of the 4 and they'd switch out? Just I think they feel I think they feel the pressure that they have to, and then they get discouraged when they start getting behind.
I only do 3 because that's what fits on my laptop screen without scrolling.
Right, because a lot of people are on phones.
Yeah. So, okay, love.
I think the earlier time it'll have a good turnout. I think it will.
Yeah, and it'll be fun. Fun.
If not, I'll start.
I have a stack of tabs that we need to raffle off. Yeah.
Too bad she can't come over anymore because she'll get in trouble. But me and Kayanana me and her used to get down with them damn pull tabs, huh?
Shoot, dude, I still have all of those pull tabs. I need to get rid of them because I need to get my money back out of it.
Ooh, good times, man. I don't even want to see.
I know. I know. I know.
Screaming
I
and
have.
waking up the neighbors.
I'm saving my list for tomorrow, and
Okay,
then
I'll get on the
I will.
I'll get to sharing.
Okay. Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. Everyone,
Okay.
get some rest. Thank you all for being here. I know it's a really heavy subject, but you know what? It helps us all heal, and it gives us all a safe place.
Bye,
And I just
baby.
Good night.
bye, Kaylee. And I'm glad you guys finally signed your contract. That's awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's pretty damn cool. I
Yeah,
was like,
like
man, it's taking them forever. I've never heard of like being on strike that long. That's just nuts.
well, we asked for a lot, so
Yeah, but you guys got it, so that's good.
that we did. Yeah, it's not such a bad deal. We'll be all
Oh,
right.
smoke dank. Thank you, hun. We're doing bingo tonight. You could win up to $150. It's good to see you. But yeah, I mean, I didn't think I was like, man, they're still on strike. Holy moly. This is bad as like the world was going on with Israel. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not that bad, but
No, I mean saying it's like taking like that long. It's like forever. I mean,
yeah,
it's been like a year already a month already with Israel.
if it would have
It
went much
started on
longer,
like the first.
if it would have went much longer, it would have got violent here. I mean, there was a truck driver trying to deliver parts to cross the picket line. He wound up jumping out of his car and pulled a gun on some people. Um, you had another person that crossed the picket line that ran over people. I mean, it was getting violent.
Wow. That's crazy. Arkansas says at B, I will text you. Ooh, yes,
What?
yes. She's like, good night, loves. I'm gonna text you.
Yeah, I think not. Nobody's got my phone number.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off here. I need to get some rest. I need to
All
get
right.
my old lady sleep.
I'm playing Call of Duty, so all right.
Oh, dang. Now you're taunting me. Okay, maybe I'll do one round of Call of Duty.
Oh, you're
Then I'll
good.
go Mimi's. I haven't got to play all day.
You ain't got to play, you know.
Yeah, I got to get my fix. Just saying. Okay. No, I need rest. I'll play tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be playing tonight.
Please drop your links in chat. Please, 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 please. Arkansas, drop your linky. Kaylee got her linky. Smoke Tank, drop your linky. Shaquille Oatmeal.
Shaquille Oatmeal.
I think that's so cute. If you have a channel, please drop your link in the chat. Connect, make friends. Stop by and say hi. Throw them a like and a sub. I love you all. Stay and watch the outro. It's
Not doing
meaningful. Yeah, you are. Shut up. Just kidding.
it. Jesus.
Ah.